Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everybody. We're live. Good to have you all in here. Friday night baseball. Welcome in. Good to have everybody here. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. Anyway, good to see everybody. Welcome in, everybody. It's Friday night. It's baseball. Orioles are back home after going 4-2 on their road trip. If I'm not mistaken, they went 4-2, right? Yes, because they lost 2 out of 3. Yes, 4-2 on their road trip to Houston and Boston. And they're back home to face one of the best teams in baseball in the Atlanta Braves. It's going to be a tough test for sure. So we'll see how things go tonight. Welcome in, everybody. On the bump for the Orioles is going to be Trevor Rogers tonight. Rogers has put up a 4.28 ERA on the season. He's gotten much better, doing really, really well. And Holmes is on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. We're going to go over lineups here in just a minute. It's Friday night. I think it's Hawaiian t-shirt night at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. And it's going to be an interesting game. I like the Orioles' chances with the way the pitching has been, the way the starters have been. They've kept us in games. They got one of the best ERAs in all of baseball for like the last 3 months. Boz is pitching well. Trevor Rogers is pitching well. Bradish is pitching well. Brandon Young is pitching well. 4 out of the 5 are doing really, really well. I'm still not a fan of Dean Kramer. He is what he is. But he's a number 5 starter. So being a number 5 starter, I don't expect too much from him. But the other 4 have done really, really well. And, you got to be happy with the way they've been. What's up, Sony? Welcome in. Orioles have the hardest schedule in the second half of the season of all the teams in Major League Baseball. Their strength of schedule in the second half is the hardest. So if they're going to earn a playoff spot, if they're going to make the playoffs, they're going to earn it for sure because they're going to face a lot of really good teams. Gerald Perry, welcome in. Good to see you. They are doing the national anthem as we speak. While they're doing that, we'll go over lineups for tonight. For the visiting Braves, Baldwin is batting first, Albie second, Olsen third, Harris 4th, Dubon 5th, Riley 6th, White 7th, Bart 8th, and Mateo, yes, Jorge Mateo, the former Oriole, is batting 9th. And again, Holmes is on the mound. I think it's Greg Holmes is on the mound or Gary Holmes, I can't remember his first name. Holmes is on the mound, 3.70 ERA for the Atlanta Braves. For the homestand Birds, you've got Dylan, interesting lineup tonight. Dylan Beavers is leading off, playing left field. Batting second at first base is Pete Alonso. Batting third at shortstop is Gunnar Henderson. Batting fourth at DH is Taylor Ward. Not really sure why. Batting fifth in center is Colton Cowser. Batting sixth in right field is Leody Tavares. Batting seventh at second base, Jackson Holiday. Batting eighth at third base is Encarnacion Strand. And batting ninth and catching is Chadwick Trump. Jeannie, welcome in. The Orioles are just still such a snake-bitten team. Both of their catchers are on the injured list. Both Adley Rutschman and Samuel Basayo are on the IL now, 10-day IL. Hopefully they'll come back sometime at the end of next week, both of them, so we can get the lineup back to where it is. I know that Tyler O'Neill came out early yesterday, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, but supposedly he's fine. But he's not in the lineup tonight. So we'll see how things go. Huff, Jeremiah Jackson, Kobe Mayo, Tyler O'Neill are on the bench for the Birds. Orioles are back to a 13-man pitching staff as well. Anyway, good to have everybody in. We are about 7 minutes away from first pitch. Let me go ahead and put the likes up on the board because we do have a like goal. There it is. There's our light goal for the night. Orioles, of course, are in their home Friday night alternate jersey uniforms. I love the alternate jersey uniforms on Friday nights. Excuse me. Their City Connect uniforms are pretty awesome. So we're going to have fun tonight. Appreciate everybody coming in. This is going to be an interesting game for the Birds tonight. We will see if they can continue their road trip or continue their winning ways. They're like 8-2 over their last 10, or 7-3. You got to hope there's some wins. They've got to continue to try to find ways to stack wins. They just do. They're 3 games out of the wild card. They're 3 games under 500. So, they have a shot. They've gotten better of late. They're starting to play a little better. Again, the pitching, the starters, and even the bullpen have really carried this team. I still think the offense is a moderate to big disappointment, in my opinion. There's no one player on this team that has really stepped up on the offensive side of things. So, at some point, the offense, we're going into August, folks. We can't say, it's early anymore. It's not. We have less than 60 games. We have, over 100 games have been played at this point. The Orioles are running out of time to get the offense going. It's got to start now. It really does. So we'll see what they do. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Appreciate all of you. We got 10 likes already. I appreciate that. I always tell folks, I wish we had a ton of people in here because I really wish I could talk to people about the Orioles. And I see all the time on these websites, whether it be the Orioles had a press conference today, or whether it's calling into 105.7 The Fan in Baltimore, or whether this or that. These fans always talk about how they want to trade for these big-time players, but nobody ever wants to give anything up to get these players. People are always like, trade Adley Rutschman, trade Jordan Westberg, and trade Kobe Mayo for Tarek Skubal. Why would Detroit do that? Adley Rutschman is hurt. Jordan Westberg's hurt all the time, and Kobe Mayo doesn't have a lot of value right now. Why on earth would Detroit even do that? They wouldn't do that. I think fans need to, fans trade off what they want and what they don't want. They trade away what they don't want, and they want in return the things they want. And it's just, it's not feasible. They're not thinking straight. Anyway, it's hard for me to listen and watch and listen to those who talk about trades and what they want in trade, because I never see it.
Here, but I tell you who hadn't been cold. Trevor Rogers has not been cold lately. How about his last 5 starts?
Talking to Ben McDonald. As we're getting ready here. Won't be too much longer. Appreciate everybody coming in. I do think the Orioles will be buyers at the deadline. We're still, a week away? I think the 3rd, August 3rd, is the deadline this year. It's not July 31st. I think we're going into August at the deadline this year. And I think that the Orioles will be buyers unless they go on unless they lose 6 out of 7 in the next week. They're going to be buyers. But I think Orioles fans need to temper their emotions as to what that means. Everybody always says, go make the big splash. Do the Orioles have what it takes to make a big splash? And are they willing to give up what's needed to make that big splash? So I'll be interested to see how that all goes down. Because I think the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken, is the 3rd. If somebody in the chat wants to tell me when that is. Yeah, August 3rd at 6 p.m. is the deadline. Anyway, we're getting close to come back from this commercial. I'm sure we'll be ready for first pitch. It's going to be Drake Baldwin, Ozzie Albies, and Matt Olson for the Braves against Trevor Rogers. Excuse me. Thank you, Jeannie. Yes, you're right. 100%. Now, for those that don't know, trades work like this. If the trade deadline passes at 6 o'clock, but you were in talks for a trade before 6 o'clock, that trade can still happen. So let's say the Orioles at 5:30 start making negotiations with, the Tigers about making a trade. If 6 o'clock passes, but they're still in negotiations, then that trade can still happen. Hey, Gloria, welcome in. Good to see you. So you don't necessarily have to have a trade finalized by 6 o'clock. You just got to have a trade in the works, so to speak. And again, like we always say, talking about the Orioles, it's important. Try to get out to an early lead. You saw it again the other night, Wednesday, when they faced Boston. The first inning, they got out to a 4-0 lead. They never looked back. They won 5-1, 6-1, whatever it was. And that's the important part for the Orioles. Get out to an early lead. This team is not a huge come-from-behind team. Not this year, at least. What's up, Nick? Nick's Wide World of Sports. Welcome in. So I think it's imperative, they get out to an early lead. 6-7 record for Trevor Rogers this year. 4.28 ERA. Opponents are hitting .251 against him. He's got a 1.30 whip. Really want to see the whip down. Too many guys on base. A 1.30 zip is not. A 1.30 zip means you're a lot of base runners. You don't want to see that. You really want to whip in the 1.1 or below area. Having it up at the 1.3 means he's walking a lot of guys or he's giving up a lot of hits. But his 4.28 ERA, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. I really want my guys under 4. Yeah, it did. It did snap the 15-game winning streak. But again, we need to continue to win our games, as many as possible. Really, the Orioles let that series get away. The game 1 of that series against Boston, they committed 4 errors and gave up 2 unearned runs, and they lost the game by 1 run, 7-6 or whatever it was. They really should have won 2 out of 3 against Boston. But that's baseball. It all counts, and it cost them. No trade in particular, Nick. Nico, no trade in particular. All right. So Drake Baldwin's in the box. Trevor Rogers is on the bump. We're about ready to get started. Here we go. First pitch on the way. There's a swing and a foul back. Quickly, 0-1. Yay, there's Melissa. Jeremiah Jackson, I think Jeremiah Jackson is a fine bit player. I don't mind him. I do not think he's a starter. I just don't. I don't think he's a starter. 0-1 pitch. It's outside, just outside for a ball, 1-1. Oh, Jeannie entered an Orioles contest. Nice, Jeannie. Again, I like Jeremiah Jackson. I think he's a fine player. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. I don't know if we would have won Monday. I don't know. Well, no, they wouldn't. They didn't win Monday because they lost 7-6. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball to the third base side. Deep in the hole. Encarnacion throws off the back of his leg. Did he get him? Yes, just in time. Wow, that was a hard play. He had to back up and throw off his back leg, and Drake can run, but he got him by a step. 1 down. Well, Christian Encarnacion Strand, Nico, again, swinging a miss to Ozzie Albies' own one. Don't buy into it. It's a small sample size. There's a reason he was in the minor leagues, and there was a reason. Yeah, 6-5. There's a reason he was in the minor leagues, and a reason why he was DFA'd by the previous team. There's a swing and a ground ball foul. Quickly 0-2. Encarnacion again. Fine bit player. He's not a long-term answer. He has stepped up. He's been fine. I agree. He's not the answer long-term, but he's helped. 0-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball. Center field. It's shallow. In comes center fielder. Kelton Kalser is going to get there. 2 down. Again, I think Christian Encarnacion is fine, but I don't think he's anything. He's just not a long-term answer. And he hasn't hit a ton of home runs in his career. Nico, he's got 23 home runs in his career. Scott Barrasso, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, here's Matt Olson. First pitch of him is swinging a foul. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. Quickly 0-2. Again, yeah, and that's fine. I just think that, I don't know. I think the Orioles, the problem I'm having with the Orioles is 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. What a great start for Trevor Rogers. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the first coming up. Good job. Look, I'll say it. Here's what I'll say. And again, I know nobody agrees with me. And part of it is because he's playing terrible or bad enough. And everybody's like, no, he's horrible. He can't play. Get rid of him. Which I think is just, I'm sorry. I just think it's idiotic. And I don't mean no disrespect to anybody. But, you know, you have Jordan Westberg, who's not playing. And you have Blaze Alexander, who's now on the injured list. I'm sorry, and I know nobody's going to agree with me, but Kobe Mayo should be playing every single day. I don't care. Kobe Mayo should be playing every single day. If he is the guy they expected him to be, this is a guy that they were expecting to be a 30 to 40 home run guy every single year. You need to find out what you have. He is never going to learn third base. He is never going to learn third base. He is never going to learn to hit if he only plays every other day or every 3 days or every 4 days. I just don't get it. Sink or swim with him. If he can't do it, then at least you'll know and you can move on from him. But when you sit him like this, it's not helping his development. I'm sorry. I just don't think it is. Kobe's got 13 home runs, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's got 12. I think he's got 13. Yeah, he's got 13 home runs, 35 RBIs. And I get it. I understand. Look, he's hitting 197. I'm with you. There are definitely things about his game that he needs to get better at. And a lot better at. But he's never going to get that chance if you don't let him play. Yeah, I know, Nico. All right, here's Dylan Beavers. First pitch is a called strike. Oh, no, it's called a ball. Four-seam fastball is called a ball, but the catcher's going to challenge it. So first play, here we go. It's a strike. Yep, here's a strike. 0-1. Well, Scott, I don't know if he's going to be good or not. Okay, I think he can be good. I think he's got to be given the chance. He's yet to have a full major league chance. And at this point, I don't know that he's going to have it. 0-1 pitch. Here's a called strike 2 on a cutter. Quickly 0-2 on Dylan Beavers. I just, you've seen the raw power of Kobe Mayo. Kobe Mayo, within a week, hit 2 balls in the second deck at Oriole Park. Nobody else has ever done that more than once, ever. 0-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 1, 1-2. His raw power is amazing. His discipline at the plate is terrible. That's his problem. Well, I agree with that, Scott, but you could say the same thing about Gunnar. 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. I don't, Gunnar, when it comes to big moments, doesn't seem to come through. I'm sorry. He just, he'll hit a home run when the Orioles are down 5-1 or up 6-1. Good evening, Jason. Good to see you. And I love Gunnar. Don't get me wrong. 1-2 pitch, outside, 4-seam fastball, 2-2. Again, these guys are very. I keep having. I just don't understand why people don't see this. They expect and they expect immediate results to a lot of these guys, and it just doesn't happen. 2-2 pitch to Dylan Beavers. Here it comes. Swinging a foul again. We're going to do it again. Welcome into Adrian Hegg. I agree with you. He should be playing every day. Long-time Orioles fan. Well, Adrian, welcome in. Thanks for being here. I hope you subscribe. Come back for more. Look, I get it. Orioles are in a pennant race, right? They want to win. They want to win now. Elias wants to win now. Greg Abernathy wants to keep his job. I get it. But 2-2 pitch. Curveball, low, ball 3. Good take by Dylan Beavers right there. That's a strike out of the hand, and it looks good, and it dropped right off the table for a ball. So a 3-2 count for Dylan Beavers. He's run the 8th pitch right here. Here it comes. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Backhanded by the shortstop, but he drops it. Mateo had it, but he drops it, and that's going to be, that might be an error. Let's see what they give him. Are they going to give him an error? It might be an error on Jorge Mateo. Yes, that Jorge Mateo. So the official scorer still hasn't made a decision. I think it should be an error. He should have that ball. But no, they gave him a hit. So a hit for Dylan Beavers. And here comes Pete Alonso. First pitch is a sinker for a ball, 1-0. I'm stunned Jorge Mateo is in the major leagues. But he is. He's with Atlanta. One-0 pitch. There's a cutter for a sinker for a strike, 1-1. Here's a guy that's got to get hot again. Pete Alonso was like on fire for like 3 weeks there, and then he's just going cold again. He hasn't hit a home run in like 12 games. 1-1 pitch. 4-seam fastball for a strike, 1-2. He's got August and September, but if he's going to hit 35 home runs again, he's got to get moving. 1-2 pitch. Slider. Swing and a miss. He's out. Terrible swing. And that's, to me, the biggest disappointment for the Orioles so far this year is the amount of chase that we see out of Pete Alonso. He is chasing all kinds of bad pitches this year. He gets behind in the count and go slider away, and he seems to chase. All right, here's Gunnar, man on first, 1 down. First pitch to him is low on a cutter, 1-0. Eric, what's up, man? Good to see you. I don't know the Kerstad's going to get a shot. I really don't. I don't think he's going to be given the shot. Outfield is crowded, and nobody's going anywhere for a while. 1-0 pitch is low, ball 2 on a cutter. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. You got Dylan Beavers, Colton Cowser, Taylor Ward, Tyler O'Neill. Now, Ward and O'Neill will be gone after this year. Well, no, Tyler O'Neill's got 1 more year left, I think. But 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss on a cutter, 2-1. I don't know what they're going to do with Heston Kjerstad. He's yet another left-handed hitter, another left-handed outfielder. Two-one pitch. Here it comes. There's a slider in the dirt and low, ball 3. So a 3-1 count on Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar has been normally a notoriously really good fastball hitter. Usually hits right around 300 or better. This year, he is well below that number. He is not catching up to the fastball. He's hitting around 200 this year on fastballs, which has really been his Achilles heel. It's part of the reason why I think he's batting, 225 this year. He's not catching up to the fastball. And he probably will see one right here. 3-1 pitch. Yep, there's a cutter for a strike. 3-2. You get these chances to get out to an early lead. You get a man on base. Got to find ways to get these runners over and in. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Runner's going. Throw to second. He is safe at second base with the steal. Wait, did they call him out? No, he's safe. Oh, Atlanta's going to challenge. He was called safe on the steal. Gunner's out. He struck out. Surprise. Dylan Beaver stole second. He was called safe, but Atlanta's going to challenge. Oh, he's out. I think he's going to be called out. Yeah, he's out. Yep, he is absolutely out. Dylan Beavers is going to be out, folks. I'm going to change it. They haven't called it yet, but he's out. He's definitely out. Yep, that's the inning. So it was overturned. Dylan Beavers is thrown out at second base. So the Orioles inning is over. No runs, one hit, nobody left. Top of the second coming up. Nico, I agree. I said that from the beginning. I didn't think that hiring a rookie manager was the right move. When you've got young talent like this on this team, I think the young talent needs a stabilizing veteran presence of a manager and a staff. And I wasn't happy with it. So I do agree with you there. Adrian says the Orioles have talent. The young players on this team have to get out of their head. Adrian, I think part of the issue with the Orioles is, and I think it's a baseball in general issue, is too much is being relied on from what I'm seeing and thinking on analytics. I just think that these guys are saying, this is your best time to swing at this count or on this pitch or on this time. Or they usually throw this at this time. I don't think you should be that way. Your God-given talent sometimes has to win. They used to always say, look for an off-speed and react to the fastball, right? Just your God-given talent will allow you to react to the fastball. I don't think those guys are given that freedom anymore. Some of these swings I see on some of these pitches, they look so bad that it's like you've got to be guessing. You've got to be. Well, Adrian, here's what I'll say about two of the three guys on that list you just said. Mayo and Jackson Holliday are not getting a ton of time to play. Now, Holliday's he played all last year, and I thought Jackson Holliday had a good season. 16 home runs, 50, 60-something RBIs. He batted right around 250. I think it was 247. And it was his rookie season, playing a new position that he had never played before in second base and trying to learn. I thought he played very well last year. Trevor Rogers' first pitch, there's a called strike, 0-1. So I thought Jackson Holliday had a very good year last year. This year, he got hurt right out of spring training, never really had a spring training with the hamate bone, was rushed back to the major leagues. I think he's just behind the 8 ball. 0-1 pitch is a swing, pop-up, second base. Looks like Jackson Holliday's under. Yep, he's got it. That's the first out. I just never thought he got going this year. Never got a real spring training. Never really got a lot of at-bats in the minor leagues or rehab to get back at it. And that's part of my issue with him. It's not his fault. I'm sorry. And they're not playing him every day. So, but Gunnar, no excuse. I just don't know what's going on with him. Here's Dubon. First pitch to him is a called strike, 0-1. Mauricio Dubon, or Dubon, or Dubon. I don't know how to say it. 0-1 pitch is a swing and a foul. Quickly 0-2. I think when Jackson Holiday was drafted, Adley Rutschman was drafted, Gunnar Henderson was drafted, Kobe Mayo, Jordan Westberg, everybody was very happy with the Orioles' talent. 0-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball foul. The Orioles had the number one minor league system for years. They had the number one prospect in the system for years. Not by the Orioles standards, by Major League Baseball standards. So, 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Swinging a foul straight back. So, everybody in baseball thought they made the right move when they got these guys. Now, they drafted correctly. Maybe the Orioles don't have what they need to develop them. Maybe that's the issue. It's not a drafting issue. It's a development issue. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's fly ball to the first baseman. Pete Alonso's got it. Just a little bloop to Alonso. He caught it. That's the second out. 2 down. Sorry, that wasn't very good. Bad call by me on that one. I got all tongue-tied. All right, so 2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning. That's going to bring Austin Riley to the plate. First pitch to him. Here it comes. That's a fastball sinker inside and low. Ball 1. 1-0. Austin Riley, 216, 12 home runs, 48 RBI, 649 OPS. He's not having a very good season either. 1-0 pitch. Pop up. Shallow center field. Second baseman's out. Shortstop's out. Gunner's calling him off. He's got it. That's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the second coming up. We got no score. Trevor Rogers is out to a flying start. Good for him. Welcome in, everybody. 20 of you in here. Orioles, Braves. We're heading to the bottom of the second. No score. Yeah, Adrian, they do that a lot. A lot of self-inflicted wounds with the Orioles. We were just talking about it earlier. I don't know if you were in here. We were talking about Monday night in that first game against Boston. You know, they lose by 1 run, 6-5, 2 unearned runs because of 4 errors. You don't commit those errors and you win Monday's game. It's just that simple. They have a lot of self-inflicted errors, and they do it a lot, and it's a problem. But it is what it is. Orioles fan 72, welcome in. Good to have you here. Thank you. First time, I think. Hope you subscribe. Come back for more. What's up, Victor? Welcome in. How are you? How's Janet? Please hit that like button as you're coming in, folks. Appreciate all of you being here. Trying to get to 40 likes. That's always our goal. We're trying to get to 1,400 subscribers, too. Getting closer and closer with that. Taylor Ward, Colton Cowser, Leody Tavares coming up. Love to see the Orioles get a win, but we'll see.
Sign today is here, and he's the guest splasher.
All right, first pitch to Taylor Ward, swinging a foul ball over to the first base side. It's going to get out of play. Second time and already subscribed. Oh, thank you, Orioles fan. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Thank you. Trying to get back to live. All right, 1-2 count on Taylor Ward from what I'm seeing. I apologize. 1-2 pitch. There's a slider outside and low. Ball 2. 2-2. You know what, Eric? I don't care. If these guys can't... they're supposed to be Major League Baseball players. Hit the ball. I don't know. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Right field. It's going to be playable. They shouldn't be worried about a fence like that. That fence isn't that far back. And the way the Orioles used to have it in the old days, it was so, you could be a fly ball, a lazy fly ball, and it's 3 rows deep. It was a joke back in the day. That's like Yankee Stadium with somebody like Aaron Judge. It's so easy for him to hit a home run out of Yankee Stadium. Unless he hits it to left center field, it's going to go out of that ballpark like nothing. All right, here's Cowser. First pitch to him is a curveball high. Ball 1. 1-0. Pitch curveball called. That's a ball. Ball 2. It looked like a strike, but it was called a ball. So 2-0 on Cowser. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. And that's called a ball 2. Wow. 4-seamer called ball. Ball 3. I don't know who's umpiring behind home plate. He's terrible. 3-0 count. It should be 1-2. 3-0 pitch. Here's a called strike. 3-1. My goodness. Three-one pitch. Called strike. 3-2. It was a cutter. So from 3-0 to 3-2, Grant Holmes is trying to get this out. Let's see if he can get it. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. He's out. Called strike 3. I mean, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Ridiculous. I can't abide strikeouts. I just can't. That ball was right down the middle, too. That was a very hittable pitch. And Cowser with a weak swing. I can't abide strikeouts, guys. The Orioles strike out double digits almost every night. There's a called strike to Leody Tavares on the cutter, 0-1. Just they are double-digit strikeouts almost every single night. It's ridiculous. 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball off the plate, 1-1. I just can't abide strikeouts. Not at that frequency. Just way too many. Way too many. Just put the ball in play, for crying out loud. 1-1 pitch. There's a four-seam low, ball 2, 2-1. Excuse me. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Slider in the dirt and low, ball 3, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Here it comes. Called strike on the corner. 3-2. Leody Tavares is going to challenge it, but he's going to lose this challenge. That looked like a strike to me. Way too early to be challenging like that. Oh, it is a ball! Oh, I thought it caught the corner. Wow! That's about as close as I've seen. Less than 0.1 inches. It's called a ball. It was confirmed a ball, or it was called a strike, confirmed a ball. The Orioles win the challenge, and that's a 2-out walk for Leody Tavares. Literally like that much. Literally like, wow, that was so close. All right, here's Jackson Holliday. Let's see what he can do. First pitch. There's a cutter for a strike, 0-1. They just look like they're off balance tonight. They're not picking up the cutter. 216 for the season for Jackson Holliday. 0-1 pitch. Off the plate for a four-seamer, 1-1. If I'm the Orioles right here, I'm letting Tavares run. See if he can get a hit and run going. 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field. Tavares is going to go to third. Jackson Holiday is going to stay at first. And that's going to be first and third for the Orioles. Jackson Holiday hits a line drive past the dive of the first baseman into right field for a single. Tavares goes all the way to third, and the Orioles got first and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Nice piece of hitting by Jackson Holiday right there. So now there's 2 down for Encarnacion. What's up, Jen? Have fun. Enjoy the game. Now, Victor, yes and no. First pitch to Encarnacion, sinker inside and high, ball 1, 1-0. What's up, Jen? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hit the like button. Have fun at the game. Where are you guys sitting? Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a foul, 1-1. Adrian, I gotta be honest with you. I am never spoiled with my teams. I always expect the worst and hope for the best. 1-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 2. 2-1. What's up, Jen? Welcome in. Where are you guys sitting? Jen, who's in the chat, is at the game tonight. 2-1 pitch on the way to Encarnacion. Swinging a foul back. 2-2. Oh, 288. Okay, I know where you are. You're out by the left. You're above the left field stands. You're over by the splash, but above it. Good. Have fun. Yeah, Debbie's there too. Debbie Bernfeld in here. Hey, Debbie. Welcome in, dear. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. Hit well. Is it going to stay fair? No, it's going to get out of play. We're going to do it again. What's up, Debbie? Welcome in, dear. Good to see you. All right, Encarnacion's got a 2-2 count. First and third. The Orioles got a real good opportunity here to get a run. Here it comes. Foul ball again. Yes, definitely family friendly, please, here. Two-two pitch on the way. Here it comes. Fly ball, left field, hit pretty well. That is fair. It's down the line. It one-hops the wall. 1 run's going to score. Looks like Jackson Holiday's going to be called in. He's going to score. A 2-out, 2-run double for Encarnacion. And the Orioles take a 2-0 lead. Wow, when you're hot, you're hot. And right now, Encarnacion is hot. He got a pitch on the inner half of the plate, and he just turned on it and served it down the left field line. It one-hopped the fence. Orioles scored 2 runs, 2-0 Birds. Here comes Chadwick Trump, who is absolutely horrible and will probably be the last out of the inning. That's my guess. I don't think he could hit water if he fell out of a boat, but we'll see. Hopefully he'll make a liar out of me and get a hit here. Let's see. 2-0 Birds. Encarnacion. Great job. All right, here's Chadwick Trump. 212, no home runs, 4 RBIs, 448 OPS. Terrible. First pitch. Here's a called strike on a sinker, 0-1. Chadwick Trump is on the Orioles because Adley Rutschman and Sam Basai are on the injured list. Otherwise, he wouldn't be on this team. 0-1 pitch. Curveball or slider, swing and a miss, or that's strict. Quickly, 2 strikes on Trump. Trump. I'm not sure how he pronounces it. It's Tromp. It's not like the president. Trump. 0-2 count on him. Let's see what he can do. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider away. Told you. Chadwick Trump, he's terrible. I don't even know why he's in the major leagues. But the Orioles get a 2-run double at an Encarnacion. We're heading to the top of the third. O's got the lead. Good job. And one of the keys to the game for me was definitely the Orioles getting an early lead. Pete is calling me from the game. Hello? I'm calling the game. I see it. Okay.
It's 2-0. The place is packed, and I got a tropical shirt for you.
Oh, thanks.
I'll bring it down when I come down.
Yeah, amen. I'll do what I can. Hey, have fun. Good. I'm glad. I just hope they win.
Yes, get a win and go crush it.
All right, brother. Have fun. That was Pete, everybody, saying hello. Sorry. From the game. Pete's calling me from the game. Michaela Forche, welcome in. Pete's at the game. He says he got me a Hawaiian shirt that they're giving away tonight. He got me a shirt. He's going to bring it down when he comes down. I think soon. Yes, Pete was on the phone. That was Pete, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys being in here tonight. Thank you all very much. I know it's a small crowd, but it doesn't bother me at all. I just like having fun, talking baseball. I love the fact that everybody's chit-chatting with me. That means a lot. Michaela, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I just hated to see them come into the Boston series and play like the Bad News Bears at times. They did at times, and that's been, I think, Adrian, for the Orioles, what you see from them is, I think, their biggest issue in the season is the inconsistency. You know, as well as they played against Houston, they did not play well against Boston in certain aspects of the game. And that inconsistency has really been the driving force behind their record this year. All right, Trevor Rogers is working with a 2-0 lead now as we head into the top of the third. First pitch is called strike, 0-1 on Eli White. A 220 hitter, 674 OPS on the season. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball left field. He crushed that ball, but that's going to get foul. Quickly 0-2. Ooh, that's an information pitch right there. That was a four-seamer, and White just turned on it. But he wasn't able to keep it fair, and it's foul, so 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball. That's a fly ball to right field. Hit pretty well. Looks like he's going to be playable. Tavares at the track has it. And that's the first out here in the top of the third inning. One down. Up next is Joey Bart. First pitch to him. Here comes. Curveball for a strike, or sweeper for a strike. 0-1. Looks like a curveball with the movement on it and the velocity, but they're calling it a sweeper. Rogers is at the belt. He's ready. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's a ball. 1-1. Pete is a friend of ours who's got his own baseball channel, who's at the game tonight, and he called me while we were doing the stream here. Just a friend of ours. 0-2, 0-1, 1-1 pitch. I'm sorry. Swinging a foul back. 0-1. I mean, so now I'm all over the place. 1-2 is the count now on Bart. Yeah, Pete's a friend of ours who's at the ballpark. He has his own channel. Our community here is pretty small. 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive. Fair ball down the right field line. That's going to get in the corner. It's going to be extra bases. Tavares has got it. Throw to second is not going to be in time, and that's a one-out double for Joey Bart. Wow. He just kind of inside out at that pitch, and it was a curveball away, and he just went with it and just served it past Pete Alonso at first down the right field line. That's a one-out double. The Orioles are defending right now. They're in the field, Michaela. Here comes Jorge Mateo to the plate, and he's getting an ovation from the Orioles fans. 244 on the season, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Was never a Mateo fan. Never was a Mateo fan. I don't know, just wasn't a Mateo fan. Swing and a miss, changeup called for a strike, 0-1. I thought that the Orioles spent way too much time on a guy that couldn't hit his weight. And his defense was good, but not great. And if you can't get on, it doesn't matter how fast you are. 0-1 pitch. There's a changeup for a ball, 1-1. Of course, I'll say that, and then tonight he'll be the guy that beats us. Here we go, 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, right field. Very playable for Tavares. He's under it. He's got it. That's the second out. Oh, you're welcome, Michaela. I think right there is part of the issue with Jorge Mateo, too. Here's a guy that's got blazing speed. Hit the ball on the ground. Use your speed. Fly balls, it negates his speed. Put the ball on the ground. Put it, ball in the hole. Ball down the line, dribbler somewhere, use your speed. All right, back to the top of the lineup for Drake Baldwin, lefty on lefty. First pitch. He went. That's a call. That's a strike. Yep, 0-1. Check swinged it, but he went. They appealed down the third, and it was called a strike. They say the Orioles are hot. Well, I mean, they're 7-3 over their last 10 games, so they're playing better for sure. Horizons, welcome in. Good to see you. 0-1 pitch. There's a sweeper check swing. He fouled it off. Quickly 0-2. Yeah, the Orioles are playing better, Horizons, for sure. Definitely playing better. Still under 500, so they're still a bad team, in my opinion. When you're losing more than you're winning, you're not a good team. But they are getting better. See, this is where Trevor Rogers, you got him 0-2. You don't have to throw a strike here. 0-2 pitch. Here comes. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. That was low in the zone. But I still think you got a little too much of the plate. Yeah, White Sox are still playing pretty good, Horizons, though. You guys are still playing well. Oh, excuse me. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Called strike 3 on a sweeper. He got him. And it was a strike. It's a good thing he didn't challenge. And that's your inning. No runs, 1 hit, a man left. Bottom of the third coming up. O's got a lead 2-0. Very nice. Well, Adrian, it's Trevor, and I don't know if you're doing like talk to text. It's Trevor Rogers. Welcome in, everybody. 21 likes. Appreciate you. Rogers is off to a good start right now. Through 3 innings, he's only given up the 1 hit. He hasn't walked anybody. He's got a couple strikeouts. Gotten his ERA down to 4.15. We'll be live Sunday from the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. So if anybody out there is a Disney fan, and likes to see live streams from the parks, we will be live from Walt Disney World on Sunday morning, bright and early. If you guys like to want to come out and see that, we have a very nice community over there on our Mouse Talk channel, our Disney channel. We have almost 30,000 subscribers and just an amazing community over there. You think this is fun? We'll have hundreds of people in there and talking back and forth to each other, and we have a great time over there. But I always tell folks, we keep it very, very G-rated over there. Do not take any funny business over there at all. We have great mods. Sony's one of them. Genie's one of them. So anyway. So here we go. Bottom of the third. The Orioles looking to try to build on their lead. We're back to the top of the lineup. Dylan Beavers, Pete Alonso, Gunnar Henderson. All right. Grant Holmes is ready. Dylan Beavers is ready. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a ground ball foul down the first base side. 0-1. I have a prediction. Rogers will finish the season 15-8. I don't know about that, buddy. 0-1 pitch. Here's a curveball for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Dylan Beavers. I don't know about that, Adrian. Adrian, how old are you, if you don't mind my asking? You certainly don't have to tell me. Teenager, 20s, 30s. You don't need to give me an exact age. 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1. Like, I'm in my 50s. Okay? I'm in my 50s. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a line drive. One hopper to the second baseman. Nice play. Throw to first just in time to get Dylan Beavers. That was a nice play by Ozzie Albies right there. Beavers hit that hard. It was a one hopper, and Ozzie Albies had the backhand snare at it, and he caught it. That looked like it was going into right field for a base hit, and he made a really nice play. And then, of course, a perfect throw to first to get him for one down. That was nice. Good piece of hitting by Dylan Beavers. Ozzie Albies just stole a hit away from him. Here's Pete Alonso, first pitch. Fly ball, foul down the right field line. "19 likes away, gang. We're getting there." 0-1 pitch to him. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Right center field. At the track. At the wall. He leaps. He makes the catch. At the wall, the center fielder makes the catch. He steals extra bases. I don't think that ball was going to leave the park, but the center fielder for Atlanta makes a really nice play for the second out, and that's 2 in a row by Atlanta. It shows you the importance of defense. Yeah, I don't think that ball would have left the yard, but if he doesn't get there, it's extra bases. Nice play by Harris, and that's 2 outs. So back-to-back defensive plays by Atlanta. Here's Gunnar. Inside and low, ball 1, 1-0. Defense is so important in this game. 1-0 pitch, here it comes. There's a swing and a foul on a cutter, 1-1. 1-1. Gunnar on the year, 225, 17 home runs, 44 RBIs. He's got 44 RBIs and he plays every day. Kobe Mayo's got 35 RBIs and barely plays. 1-1 pitch is in the dirt on a changeup, ball 2, 2-1. So he's got only 9 RBIs more than Kobe Mayo. He's only got 4 more home runs than Kobe Mayo. And Mayo barely plays. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a dribbler to the first base side. Going to pitch it to the pitcher covering. And that's the inning. Another weak at bat for Gunnar Henderson. Just terrible. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the fourth coming up. 2-0 Birds. Gunnar's just really bad right now. He's not even putting good at bats together. He's not even hitting the ball hard. He struck out his first time up. He hits a weak dribbler down the first base line this time up. And he's just been doing that so much. He is pulling off the ball a ton. He has become pull happy. When he's not pull happy, he hits well. When you saw it the other day in Boston, he had 3 doubles in one game, and they were all to the opposite field. When he uses the entire field, he's good. But when he gets pull happy, he struggles mightily. Yeah, it happens, Michaela. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the other team. They made nice plays. You know, it is what it is. Still 19 likes away, gang. Really want to see Trevor Rogers continue to just impress. Put up the good numbers. I would love to see his ERA get under 4. Would love to see his ERA get under 4. He'll be the third Oriole starter with an ERA under 4 if he does. Because I think, let's take a look. I think Brandon Young is under 4. Yeah, he's got a 3.25 ERA. I think Kyle Bradish is under 4. Bradish has got a 3.49 ERA. I think Shane Baz is over 4, but I think he's close. He's a 4.05 ERA. So the Orioles are starting to get there. All right, Trevor Rogers. Here we go. Ozzie Albies, Matt Olson, Michael Harris. 2, 3, 4 hitters. First pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field. That's going to drop one hopper to Tavares. And there's a leadoff single for Ozzie Albies. What's up, Ryan? Welcome in. And see, and this is part of why they're such a good offensive team. They are adjusting to what they're seeing from Trevor Rogers. They're seeing that they are pitching him away. He's pitching them away. So now they're starting to go with the pitches away and just serving them in the right field. Swing and a miss, or swing and a foul to Matt Olson, 0-1. Oh, you're good, Adrian. No problem. So 0-1 count on Matt Olson. Leadoff single by Ozzie Albies. Let's see what the Orioles do here. 0-1 pitch. There's a sweeper for a ball. 1-1. Good take by Matt Olson right there. This is a good offensive team. Oh, excuse me. I don't think 2 runs is going to be enough. 1-1 pitch. Just off the plate. Called a ball. And Chadwick Trump is going to challenge it. Chadwick Trump is challenging the ball call. Let's see if he wins. He does win! It's a strike. Called strike. Orioles win the challenge. The call is overturned. And it's a 1-2 count. And that's a big difference. A 2-1 to 1-2 totally changes the complexion of the at-bat. Now Olson has got to protect more. He's got to go into defense mode. Here's the pitch. Here's a sweeper outside and low. Ball 2. 2-2. Matt Olson is 1 for 17 with 9 Ks in his career against Trevor Rogers. He's got an .059 batting average. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Curveball. Oh, that's a strike! Call the ball! And Chadwick Trump is going to challenge this one as well. And I think he's going to win this challenge too. And he does! It's a called strike 3 on Matt Olson. Chadwick Trump, he can't hit a lick, but he can win challenges. And that's one out. Nice job by Chadwick Trump. He knew it was a strike. He called it. And that's the first out. And Trevor Rogers is smirking. All right, one down. Here's Harris. First pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. 0-1. Michael Harris, 298 on the season. He's had a nice year. 19 home runs, too. 831 OPS. He's had a good start for them. Or good season. 0-1 pitch. Just off the plate. 1-1. Thanks, Adrian. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. That means a lot. Appreciate you being here, man. 1-1 pitch. Inside. Whoa! It almost hit him and he swung anyway. 1-2 count on Michael Harris. Man, he was really crossed up on that one. I don't know what he was expecting. There's no way he should have swung at that pitch, but he swung at what would have been a ball. But we'll take it. It's a 1-2 count on Michael Harris right here. Man on first. One down in the top of the fourth inning. 2-0 Birds lead. Rogers has got to be careful here. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again on the sweeper. Rogers has kind of gotten away from the fastball. With a 1-2 count on Harris right here, I'd throw fastball away and see if you can get him to chase. Just off the plate, outside. See if you can get him to chase. They're setting up outside again. Here we go. Yep, fastball. There it is. Line drive. Taylor Ward's not going to get there. It's going to get down. It's going to be a double. Ozzie Albies is going to go to third. And he did exactly what I thought, but a good piece of hitting by Michael Harris. He went with the pitch out over the plate and just serves it into left field. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. 50. Okay. Oh, you're younger than me. And Michael Harris just went with the pitch and serves it into left field. That's a good piece of hitting. So second and third, one down. And here comes Atlanta. Mauricio Dubon is now at the plate. Let's see what the Orioles can do with this guy. Righty on lefty. First pitch. Swinging a foul. 0-1. So Atlanta is adjusting here. They are adjusting. They are seeing what he's throwing. And they're adjusting to what he's throwing. And they're taking what they're given. And it's smart baseball. 0-1 pitch. High on a fastball. Ball one. It's part of the issue I have with the Orioles. The Orioles don't do that. They're not watching the game. Watch the at-bats. See what the pitcher's doing. What's he being successful at? Where's he throwing most of his pitches? 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball, center field. Kowser's going to get there. It's going to score a run. Ozzie Albies is going to tag from third. He's going to score. But it is the second out. But Atlanta's on the board. 2-1. Yeah, it's just part of the issue I have with the Orioles. I don't know if they're actually watching the game. Are you watching how these pitchers pitch? Are you adjusting each at bat to what you've seen as to how they've gotten you out or what you've done that's been successful? Atlanta's doing it. And you can see it from one at bat to the next. Austin Riley, first pitch is... It's a changeup for a ball. 1-0. 18 likes to go, gang. Welcome in. 2-1 Orioles lead. Top of the fourth inning. Austin Riley popped out his first time up. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul. It's 1-1. I like, as much as I love the Orioles, I like that the Atlanta Braves have adjusted to what they've seen from their first time up. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. 1-2. That's a bummer for Trevor Rogers. They had a 4.15 ERA. It's bumped up to 4.22 now. So he probably won't get under 4 at the end of this game. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Foul back again. All right, 1-2 count on Austin Riley. Trevor Rogers said, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back again. Good at bat for Austin Riley. He's making him throw a lot of pitches. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. That's going to score the second run. Michael Harris is going to score, and we are tied. A big 2-out single right there by Austin Riley. And just like that, we are tied 2-2. And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. They have adjusted from what they saw the first time through. He is staying away on a lot of these hitters, and they are just going with the pitches and taking what's given to them, not trying to do too much. And it's working, and we are tied 2-2, just like that. And this is where, if Trevor Rogers has an Achilles heel, it's this, where he lets innings get away from him. He'll have these innings where instead of 1 run, maybe 2, 1 or 2 becomes 4 or 5. He has to really settle down and minimize the damage right here. Get this guy, get out of the inning, go back into the dugout, 2-2. He doesn't do that well. What's up, Heather? Welcome in. Good to see you. Heather Springer, welcome in. Good to see you, dear. What's up, Gregory? 2-2 pitch. I'm sorry. Swing and a miss to White, 0-1. So 0-1 pitch to White. Here it comes. Check swing. He went. 0-2. Absolutely he went. $17 likes away, gang. Getting close. So Eli White has a quick 0-2 count. Let's see if Trevor Rogers can put him away. Here comes the pitch. Pop up. Right field. Leody Tavares is going out. Looks like he's under it. He's got it, and that's your inning. But the Atlanta Braves come back. They have tied this game up. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 2-2. Tough. Well, right now his ERA is at 4.29, so he's not going to get it. Eric Rose, welcome in. Herman U-Team. I don't know what that means. Welcome in, Eric. You may need to clarify whatever it is you're trying to say, my friend. Hey, what do you guys call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. I've been thinking about taking up meditation. I figure it's better than sitting around doing nothing. What's a cat's favorite sport? Hairball. Did you hear about the man who lost his left leg? Or who lost his left side? He's all right now. Just dumb dad jokes. Something to cheer us up while the game's 2-2. Oh, Lord. All right, for the Orioles, Taylor Ward, Colton Cowser, Leody Tavares. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. What's as big as an elephant and weighs nothing? First pitch is a sinker for a strike, 0-1. Ah, very good. 0-1 pitch. Here's a called strike on the slider. Quickly, 0-2 on Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward has been a disappointment, in my opinion. He's got a lot of walks. His on base is fine. But a 250 hitter, his home runs are down to 7 so far this year. 0-2 pitch. There's a sweeper or a slider in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-2. This is a guy that last year hit 36 home runs. And his normal average amount of home runs is anywhere between 20 to 25. He's got 7. 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive base hit into left field, though. There's a leadoff single for the Orioles. You know, I was really hoping for better power numbers out of Taylor Ward. I wasn't expecting 35, 36 home runs. I didn't think he was that guy. But I was expecting anywhere from 20 to 25. And he's just not going to get there. Catch you later. Very nice, Dan. Welcome in, Dan. Good to see you. Sonny, that's a good one, too. All right, here's Colton Cowser. See if the Orioles can get the lead back. First pitch. That's a curveball high. Ball 1. 1-0. So Atlanta is down. I don't think they have a challenge left. It says they have 2, which is not the case because they lost 1. Victor, are you still here? 1-0 pitch. Oh, there's a fly ball, right field. It's hit. It's long. Is it gone? It is foul. Whoa. Colton Cowser put it out on Utah Street. He put it out on Utah Street. He crushed it, but they're saying it's foul. The Orioles are going to look at it. Home plate umpire saying it's foul. Wow, he hit it a ton. Eric, Baltimore. Oh, that's a fair ball. That went over. That went right over the foul pole. That's a fair ball. Man, that looked fair to me. It went right over the foul pole. I think that's fair. We are on the ball tonight, Heather. So the Orioles are challenging it. They're challenging the foul call on that what looked like a home run by Colton Cowser. It looked like it went directly over the foul pole. And if that's the case, it's a fair ball. Because think of an imaginary line all the way up, okay? So if that foul pole kept going all the way up to heaven, would it have hit the foul pole? It certainly would have hit the foul pole.
It's a little bit to the third base side, which gives the appearance that it was fair.
It can be a little deceiving. And call stands.
All right, so the call stands. They did call it foul. Wow. That looked fair to me. So 1-1 count to Cowser. Here's the pitch. Outside on a changeup. Ball 2. 2-1. Man, that looked fair. He hit that ball a mile. He just couldn't keep it fair. All right, 2-1 pitch to Cowser. Here it comes. Way up and high. Ball 3 on a changeup. 3-1. 2-2 game, folks. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Orioles trying to keep the momentum going against a really tough schedule the rest of the way. 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4. High, ball 4. And it would have been a strike. Umpire called it a ball. It looked like a strike to me. But the Atlanta Braves are down to 1 or no challenges, so they did not challenge. It was close enough that they had to think about it. It probably was a strike, but they did not challenge, so it's ball 4 to Colton Cowser. So first and second, nobody out. Leody Taveras is coming to the plate. I don't think they'll have him put down a bunt right here. He's a good bunter, but I don't think they'll have him bunt here. Let's see. Leody is hitting from the left side. Here's the first pitch. Nope, he's not, and that's a high. That's a slider high for a ball. 1-0. This home plate umpire is really struggling. He's losing his challenges, and a lot of balls he's calling balls or strikes, and strikes are balls. 1-0 pitch. He squared the bunt that time, and he popped it up, but he popped it out of play. So a 1-1 count on Taveras. He did square the bunt that time, but he didn't lay down very good when he popped it up. Luckily out of play. Jackson Holliday's on deck. 1-1 pitch. He squares the bunt again. Lays down a good one down the third base side. Catcher spins, turns, throw to first just in time. Wow, that was close. Taveras almost beat that out, but he does his job. He gets the runners over. It's now second and third, 1 out. He lays down a really good bunt. He almost beat it out. So there's 1 down, but now second and third, and it's up to Holliday to get at least one of these runs home. Infield in for Atlanta. First pitch to Holliday. Here it comes. Fly ball, right field! It's going to be playable. I thought he hit it better than that. It's caught by the right fielder. Taylor Ward is going to score. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Jackson Holliday. I really thought he hit it better than that. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to go, but it is a fly ball. It's a sacrifice fly for Jackson Holliday. That gets the third run in. Good for him. And that's the key, folks. Bat on ball. Get the ball in play. Anything can happen. Holliday didn't get a hit, but it was a productive out, and it got a run home, and it's a sac fly RBI for Jackson Holliday. 3-2 Birds. Here comes Encarnacion, called strike on a sinker, 0-1. Yeah, Encarnacion is off to a good start for the Birds. 0-1 pitch, here it comes. There's a ground ball to the third base side. Oh, a bobble by the third baseman, throw to first in plenty of time, though. He gets him. And that's your, that's your inning. But the O's get the lead back. We're heading to the top of the fifth. 3-2 Birds. Good job by Jackson Holliday right there. Good piece of hitting. Get the ball in the air. Good speed at third base. Not great speed, but good speed in Taylor Ward. Just get the ball, even medium depth is going to score him, and that's exactly what he did. Off the bat, I really thought he hit it better than that off the bat. But he did his job. And it's a sacrifice fly, too. So it's not an at-bat, and he gets an RBI. Definitely it was a productive inning for sure, Sony. Yeah, it was a good inning. They got a run. I agree. They took the lead again. And that's what you need to see from the Orioles. You know, the pitcher gives up a couple runs. The offense picks him up, gives him the lead right back. That's what you want to see. Or vice versa. Now you want to see Trevor Rogers pick them up and go out there and throw a zero in this inning. You know, and get the offense right back into the dugout. That's what you want to see now. You want to see Trevor Rogers come out and put up a goose egg in this fifth inning and get the Orioles right back up. And let's see if he can do it. Does look like a good crowd at Oriole Park tonight. Excuse me. Tired. Does. It really looks like a good crowd at Oriole Park tonight. They got a nice crowd. All right, Joey Bart, Jorge Mateo, Drake Baldwin, 8-9-1 for the Braves. Trevor Rogers back out on the mound. 3-2 Birds lead. First pitch. Called strike on a fastball, 0-1. All right, where are we on the likes? We are 26 likes. We are 14 off of our goal. Hit that like button, gang. 14 likes away from hitting our goal of 40. It's right up there in the top left-hand corner. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, left field. That ball's hit really well. At the track, at the wall. Caught by Dylan Beavers. My apologies. Dylan Beavers catches it at the track, at the wall. He almost overran it. I think he thought it was going to leave the yard, and then he had to come back for it, and that's one down. That's right, Taylor Ward's not playing left field tonight. It's Dylan Beavers. Ward is DHing. So one down here in the top of the fifth. Here's Mateo, first pitch. Curveball for a strike, 0-1. They call that a cutter. There's no way that's a cutter. There's no way that's a cutter. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Quickly 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Gunner's got to make a strong throw in just in time to get Mateo, who of course can run. But Gunner makes a strong, accurate throw to get him. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And he does just get him, too. And that's the importance of having a really strong arm. A ball in the hole like that, if you don't have a strong arm, he's going to beat that out. The 2 down. Here's Drake Baldwin. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to him coming up. Swing and a miss on his cutter. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a foul back. Quickly 0-2. Another cutter. Trevor Rogers very quickly has 2 strikes on Drake Baldwin with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Let's see if he can get out of this thing. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He does on a changeup, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Quick inning by Trevor Rogers. That's exactly what they wanted. Quick inning, right back in the dugout for the offense to hit. Here we go. Bottom of the 5th, 3-2 Birds. Love to see that kind of inning. That's exactly what we want to see. Each picking the other up. Trevor Rogers gave up 2 runs. The offense picks him up, gets the lead back. Trevor Rogers picks them up, gives them a quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 5th, gets them right back in the dugout to hit. That's good baseball. That's what you want to see. For the Birds, it's going to be 9-1-2. Chadwick Trump, Dylan Beavers, Pete Alonso. Beavers is 1 for 2 in the game, but he's hit the ball hard twice. He got the base hit the first time up, and then he hit a rocket to the second baseman who made a nice play on a 1-hopper to get him a second time up. He really probably should be 2 for 2 if it wasn't for a nice play. So let's see if he can continue the good hitting ways. Excuse me, I am so tired. After the fifth inning is done, we're going to go ahead and do the out-of-town scoreboard and see how baseball is going around the game.
Said that we're prepared to put in money for longer-term relationships with players. This is, I think, the fourth one that we've done, and we are prepared to do others if people want to do them with us. We want to make sure that our best players are with us for quite some time, and we have the resources to do that. You know, our goal is to build the best team in baseball and to win a World Series championship for the city of Baltimore and for the Orioles.
All right, you heard it. That was the owner of the Orioles, David Rubenstein, saying how they're still looking to sign even more guys. You know, they just signed Kyle Bradish to a 5-year, $90 million deal. He'd like to sign some more. 1-0 count on Chadwick Trump. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit into center field. Chadwick Trump gets a base hit leadoff for the Orioles here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Good for him. He's having a good game. He's calling a real good game behind the plate. He's made some nice calls on some challenges, and now he's got himself a leadoff base hit, and he's got a smile on his face, too. Good for him. All right, here comes Dylan Beavers. Let's see what he can do. First pitch is low, but it's called a strike. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball foul down the left field line. Going to get out of play. So quickly 0-2 on Dylan Beavers. Quickly 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball. 1 down. That wasn't a good at-bat by Dylan Beavers. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. That's going to bring Pete Alonso to the plate. Alonso was last time up, put one to the wall. And a nice play by the center field. It's robbed him of extra bases. Let's see what he can do this time up. First pitch. Swinging a foul, 0-1. That was a good pitch to hit right there. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you here. Please be sure to comment. Love to see the comments. Love to talk baseball with you. Sometimes when I don't see comments, I just feel like I'm talking to myself. And I like talking to you guys. There's an 0-1 pitch. Is a slider low. Ball 1. 1-1. Rogers for the Orioles, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, 4 Ks. 1-1 pitch to Pete. Here it comes. Swinging a foul on a slider. So quickly 1-2. Slider seems to be his Achilles heel this year for Pete Alonso. Sweepers and sliders away. He just does not read off the off the hand or out of the hand, and he is just looking bad. He's got a 1-2 count right here. Really need a base hit here or an extra base hit. Or if we can get the big one, we can get a big fly. It would be great, but let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball. Right field. Hit pretty well. Oh, it's off the wall! The right fielder jumped for it. He didn't get it. It's going to be extra bases. Chadwick Trump is going to hold it third. Pete Alonso is going to go in with a 1-out double. The right fielder jumped for it. He didn't get it. It got by him. And just like that, the Orioles have second and third with only 1 out. And here comes Gunnar. Nice piece of hitting right there by Pete Alonso with the ball out over the outside part of the plate. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just serves it into right field. And the right fielder really was a haphazard. It was a bad call. He shouldn't have went up for it. He should have played it off the wall. And he probably would have held Pete Alonso to a single. Instead, it's a double, and it's second and third, only 1 out. And here's Gunnar. First pitch. Here it comes. Here's a curveball outside and high. Ball 1. 1-0. Welcome into Walter Antonio Flores Villa from Nicaragua. Welcome in. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. All right. Atlanta's playing their infield in. Gunnar needs a big hit here. Let's see what he can do. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-1. That was a ball in the dirt. I don't know what he's swinging at there. Gunnar is struggling so much this year. He's just struggling so much. He's just got to take a deep breath, slow things down, take what's given to him. Don't try to do too much. A base hit here scores 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball, high and outside. He could not catch up to it. And just like that, Gunnar's down in the count, 1-2. I hate to say it. I love Gunnar Henderson, but the more I watch him, the less I think he's a clutch hitter. I'm sorry. In the big moments, he doesn't do it. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to third baseman. It's going to hold the runners. Yep, hold the runners. Weak ground ball to third by Gunnar. Third baseman got it. Held the runners at second and third. Throws over to first, and Gunnar is out. Now there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Ridiculous. He is just not good. Gunnar Henderson is just not. He's just. Walter Antonio, I don't know what you said there. Here's Taylor Ward. First pitch. Here it comes. Fastball right down the middle at 94 miles an hour. And he takes it for a strike. 0-1. My goodness. 1 for 2 for Taylor Ward. He's down in the count, 0-1. Here comes the pitch. There's a slider for a strike, and quickly 0-2. I just don't understand the approach by Taylor Ward here. He takes so many pitches. Now, he's taken 2 very hittable pitches. Fastball right down Broadway at 94, and then he takes a slider that was a very hittable pitch. Now he's down in the count, 0-2. Here it comes. Fastball outside, way outside, ball 1, 1-2. Now you're down in the count 1-2, and you got to protect. He is an anomaly to me this year. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Oh, he gets away from the catcher, but not enough for a runner to score. It's going to be 2-2. It got away from him over to the third base side, but not enough that it was going to be able to get Trump to score. So the runners are going to hold it second and third, and it's now a 2-2 count on Taylor Ward. Two pitch. Way inside on a 4-seam fastball. 3-2. No, I don't think Antonio, I'm still not sure what you're saying. Birdwatch, play the music like tang, tang, tang. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, buddy. All right. Time's being called by Taylor Ward. Full count on Taylor Ward. Colton Cowser's on deck. Let's see if Ward can get a big hit here. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Dive by the third baseman. He doesn't get it. Mateo gets it. Throws to first. One hopper. Caught by the first baseman, and Taylor Ward is out. Nice play by Jorge Mateo at shortstop. The third baseman dove for it. Didn't get it. Mateo was backing him up and throws all the way to first. It's a one-hopper, and the first baseman came up with it, and that's the inning. And the Orioles squander a second and third, 1 out, and get nothing with your 3 and 4 hitters coming up. Henderson and Taylor Ward with 1 out, second and third, and they get nothing. Top of the 6th coming up. 3-2 Birds. All right, let's do our out-of-town scoreboard real fast. See how things are going around the... doesn't matter. You are very good. Thanks, Antonio. I apologize. I'm not sure I understood what you were asking. My apologies. All right, top of the 8th inning. Tigers got a 2-1 lead over Kansas City. Top of the 8th inning. Cubs and Pirates are tied 1-1. Bottom of the 7th, Yankees 1-0 over the Phils. Bottom of the 6th, Nationals and Diamondbacks are tied 2-2. End of 5, Mets Dodgers 1-1. Bottom of the 5th, Rays 5-1 over the Guardians. Top of the 5th, Padres Marlins are tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th, Red Sox 3-0 over the Blue Jays. Top of the 3rd, White Sox 3-0 over the Astros. Bottom of the 2nd, A's Twins scoreless. Bottom of the 2nd, Reds Cardinals are scoreless. Top of the 2nd, Rangers 1-0 over the Mariners. Angels Giants are going to be a little bit later. And earlier today, we do have a final. Colorado Rockies beat the Brewers 5-2. There you go. Walter Antonio Flores, I'm not Birdwatcher, though. This is the Birdland Network. Birdwatcher is a different channel. I know who you're talking about, but that's not me. He's got a much bigger audience, but I'm much better at it. I'm just kidding. All right, Trevor Rogers back out there for the 5th inning. I'm sorry, he's back out there for the 6th inning. Here we go. Let's see what he can do. Ozzie Albies, Matt Olson, Michael Harris. First pitch. Swing and a miss strike. 0-1 on Ozzie Albies. Hey, we just hit 30 likes. Thanks, gang. All right. 0-1 count on Ozzie Albies. 3-2 Orioles lead. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Another 4-seam fastball up in the zone. It wouldn't have been a strike. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss on that sweeper. He got him. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Good job. Very nice by Trevor Rogers. Really like seeing it. Ozzie Albies just could not lay off. That's exactly what you want with 2 strikes. All right, here's Matt Olson. First pitch. Curveball for a strike. They call it a cutter. I don't think it's a cutter. The movement and the velocity just doesn't remind me of a cutter. But they call it's a cutter. 0-1 is the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball outside and low. Ball 1. Is it Therill guy? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. It's nice to have you in here. I hope you subscribe. Come back for more. Looks like Grant Holmes is still going to stay in the game. The 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. It's going to be fouled down the left field line. So quickly 0-2 on Matt Olson, who absolutely struggles against Trevor Rogers. They were showing earlier, he's got like an 0.59 lifetime batting average against Trevor Rogers. He's like 1 for 17. So Trevor Rogers seems to have his number. But you can't let up right here. You got a 1-2 count. Nothing over the plate. You know, Matt Olson can hit. You don't want to give him anything to hit here. 1-2 pitch. Curveball. That's a base hit into right field. That's exactly what I was talking about. 1-2 count, and you serve a curveball, cutter, whatever you want to call it, right down the middle, and Matt Olson serves it into right field for a base hit. So a 1-out hit for Matt Olson. That's going to bring Michael Harris to the plate. I just don't like that I just don't like that pitch right there by Trevor Rogers. Too much of the plate. Make him chase. I think he missed his pitch there. So now he's got Michael Harris at the plate. He's got to make a pitch here. Here's first one. Swing and a miss strike on the sinker. 0-1. It's one of the Achilles heels for the Orioles pitchers that I will say. When they get ahead in the count, most of the time they're not able to put hitters away. 0-1 pitch. Here's a fly ball. Second baseman, more like a pop-up. Jackson Holliday is under it. He's got it. And that's the 2nd out. More like a pop-up than a fly ball. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Mauricio Dubon. I don't think I'm saying that right. Is coming to the plate. Dubon is 0 for 1. Here comes first pitch to him. There's a fastball, swinging a foul, 0-1. Stanley Booth, welcome in. He says, yes, O's Bird Watcher has a bigger audience, but you are way better than him calling. Oh, I appreciate you saying that. I've heard of him. I haven't really watched. I've seen his channel, but I haven't really watched him. I don't know of. I mean, I know of him, but I don't know him. 0-1 pitch to DeBone. There it is. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball at 94. He wasn't able to catch up to it. So here we go. Again, just what I was talking about earlier. You got an 0-2 count on a guy. He's down in the count right here. You don't have to throw a strike here. Try to get him to chase. Let's see if we can do it. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. It's going to stay up, though. Looks like Tavares is going to get there. He is, and that's the inning. No runs, one hit, a man left. We're heading to the bottom of the sixth. Orioles are clinging to the 3-2 lead. Colton Cowser, Leody Tavares, Jackson Holiday coming to the plate for the Birds. Hey, Walter Antonio, thank you. I appreciate you subscribing, buddy. Thank you very much. That means a lot. 31 likes, gang. We're getting there. We're almost there. I appreciate those folks that subscribe. That means a lot. Bottom of the sixth inning, the Orioles clinging to the 3-2 lead. Really need a couple tack-on runs right here. They had a shot. They had a shot in the bottom of the fifth. Second and third, nobody out. Gunner hits a weak ground ball to third. And then Taylor Ward hits ground ball. Pigtown Sports, what's up, man? Welcome in. Good to see you. O's playing a little bit better. Still a little bit too inconsistent for my liking. I think the Boston series was a microcosm of that, in my opinion, of the inconsistency we've seen with the Orioles this year. That entire series was just an exact, what's the word I'm looking for? Microcosm, I guess, of how the season has been for the Orioles. Some really good moments, some really bad moments, some shake your head moments, and some jump up and down moments. So, yeah, that's been the entire season for them. Anyway, Pigtown Sports, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I got friends at the game tonight. They're calling me from the game. While they're at the game, I'm like, don't call me. Go enjoy the game. Thank you, Walter Antonio. That means a lot. I appreciate you saying that. I don't want to be better than anybody. I don't know how Birdwatcher calls a game. I'm sure he does just fine, but I appreciate you saying that. I'm going to take it as a compliment because I'm sure he calls the game really well. From Nicaragua. Nice. Nicaragua now. Is that Central America? Right? Isn't that down by Paraguay and Uruguay? All right, Danny Young is in the game for Atlanta. He's a lefty. So I'm wondering if Cowser's going to stay in against the lefty here. Yeah, he is. So lefty on lefty. Cowser's ready. First pitch. Here's a called sinker strike. 0-1. Six innings out of Trevor Rogers. If I'm the Orioles, I'm probably going to say it's a night for him. There's a sweeper for a strike. 0-2 on Cowser. Quickly, 0-2. Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. Central America. Nicaragua, Paraguay, Uruguay. Right in that little skinny area, if I'm not mistaken. Right below Mexico, I think. I don't know. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside and low, ball one. Yeah, Central America. Absolutely. I did know that. I thought I was right, but I wasn't sure. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Way outside on the sweeper for that one. 2-2. So Cowser down 0-2 has worked it back to an even count of 2-2 here. Let's see what he can do. But Orioles need some tackle and runs, though. I don't know if 3-2 is going to be enough. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul right at the plate. We're going to do it again. D. Barker, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Three-two pitch. Here it comes. 2-2 pitch. My apologies. 2-2 pitch inside. And that's ball 3. So now we got a 3-2 count. D. Barker, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Full count. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Good for Colton Cowser. He was down in the count 0-2 and worked a walk on a lefty on lefty. And that's exactly why Danny Young's in the game, is to get the lefty, and he loses him. So a leadoff walk for the O's here. That's going to bring Tavares to the plate. He's going to turn around to the right side. Oh, Scott, I'm sorry. I don't know. There's the first pitch to Tavares. That's a strike, 0-1. Again, I don't want to badmouth people. I don't know Bird Watcher. I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean by obnoxious tapes, but I'm sure he's doing his best, and I wish him success. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball, just foul down the first base side. Wow, if that would have been fair, that would have been extra bases. But quickly 0-2 on Tavares. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with people on this channel, Scott. I can tell you that. If somebody's going to come in here and they're not being nice and they're not being cordial, I just hide them. And then they just don't come back. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside on a sinker. Ball 1. 1-2. Because to me, it's just about having fun. If my channel grows, great. I want it to grow. Absolutely. But it's about having fun. If you're coming in here and you're being mean and you're not being nice, I'll just hide you and you won't come back. 1-2 pitch. There's a sweeper in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. That's just how I feel about it, Scott, with anybody. Oh, I guess in time we'll get there. I don't do it probably as often as he does it, though. Now, I do video stuff. I just posted a brand new video today. But, yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Exactly, Scott. Oh, timeout call by Leody Tavares. 2-2 count on him now. Yeah, that would be great. It's always good to grow. When you do this kind of stuff and you're sitting here, love baseball, love talking baseball with you guys. Obviously, we all want our channels to grow. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a call. Fastball. Oh, just on the inside part of the plate. And the catcher is going to challenge. This one's going to be close. Let's see if he gets it. It's a ball! And the Braves lose the challenge, and they now have no more challenges for the rest of the game. The catcher thought it was a strike. He challenged it. It wasn't. And he loses the challenge, and now Atlanta is out of challenges. And it's a 3-2 count on Leody Tavares. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. Well, I appreciate that, Antonio. Lots of foul language. Gets old. This is refreshing. Well, thanks, Scott. Yeah, I want people to come into this channel, even if it's kids. If kids come in here, I want them to be able to watch it, enjoy it, and not have to put up with stuff like that. That's all. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul back again. Tavares he's hanging in there. He's battling. Good to see. Good to see for sure. Well, I appreciate that, Antonio. I just want you guys to have fun and enjoy the game. All right, here we go. Danny Young is ready. He's at the belt. Tavares is ready. Here's the pitch. It's called a ball. Cowser went and stole second base. He's called safe at second, but it's a ball. It's ball 4 anyway, so Leody Tavares walks, and Cowser will not get the he will not get the stolen base because it's ball 4. They can't challenge it. They were out of challenges. Wait a minute. I thought whoa. I thought they were out of challenges. The Braves challenged. I thought they were out of challenges. I guess they had one challenge left, and it's called a ball. But they challenged. They won the challenge. It is a strike. Cowser steals second. And now, wow, I am really lost on this. Cowser steals second. He's safe. So Cowser's at second. He's definitely safe. He was in by a mile. So Cowser's not going to be out. He's still on the bag. His foot's on the bag. So there's going to be a runner at second, but it's not a walk for Leody Tavares. He is called strike 3. That's 1 down. So Tavares does strike out. It should have been a strikeout. It was a strike. I thought Atlanta was out of challenges. I thought they had challenged earlier and lost it, and then they lost that second one. I thought they were done. Well, they're not going to win this challenge for sure. He is safe at second base. He beat the throw, he beat the tag, and his hand and foot never came off the bag. So Kowser's going to be at second with 1 down. Atlanta's challenging it, but they're going to lose the challenge. He's safe. He's definitely safe because he's on the bag right there. They tag him. They keep the tag on, but his hand never leaves the bag. His hand never leaves the bag, and then his foot's on the bag. So he's safe. Yeah, runner's safe at second. So they just challenged. The Orioles won the challenge. The ruling on the field stands. Kowser's safe at second. But there is 1 out. Tavares is a called strike 3. Well, thanks, Antonio. Appreciate that. All right, so 1 down for the Orioles. Jackson Holliday's, and that's a 6th stolen base for Colton Cowser. So he will get the stolen base instead of the walk. It's a stolen base for Colton Cowser. And Jackson Holliday stepping into the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI. First pitch to him, lefty on lefty. Let's see. Sweeper way outside, ball 1, 1-0. Definitely want to see Jackson Holliday get a hit here. See if we can get it. Lefty on lefty, so it's going to be a tough lefty on him. Let's see. I'm looking fastball here. Let's see. Here's fastball. Yep. Well, sinker outside low, ball 2. Sinker is a fastball, technically. So good count for Jackson Holliday here to look for a certain pitch in a certain part of the plate. Let's see if he gets something to hit. Here it is. Swinging a foul back, 2-1. He was definitely looking fastball. He got it, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. He fouled it off. That might be the only pitch he sees that's hittable. Because that was definitely a hittable pitch. 2-1, here it comes. Way outside on another sweeper, ball 3. Good takes by Jackson Holliday. He's not getting ahead of himself. He's taking his time. He's seeing the ball well tonight. He's run the count to 3-1. Let's see what he can do with it. Here comes 3-1 pitch. Here's a called strike 3 on a sinker, 3-2. Looks like he was taken all the way on that one. Now he's got to really bear down if you're Jackson Holliday here. Count's full, 3-2. See what he can do. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Got a sinker that stayed up. Didn't really sink. It's a hittable pitch, but he just wasn't able to handle it. Thanks, everybody. Be sure to hit that heart button over there, too. Appreciate all of you. The 3-2 count on Jackson Holliday. Man on second. Orioles trying to add to this lead. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. That's a great pitch. Jackson should have been swinging. And see, that's what I don't understand with a lot of these at-bats. That's the ball. He's swinging, he's protecting. Why are you taking that pitch? That's what I don't understand. Why did you take that one? Because that's close enough that you at least swing to protect. And he takes it for called strike 3. That one I don't understand. That's a bad at-bat to me. So they're going to walk Encarnacion intentionally, and that's going to bring Chadwick Trump to the plate. That's a good intentional walk for Encarnacion, who's having a good night. He's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. It would have been a lefty on righty. They're going to go in. That's it. So they walked Encarnacion, and they're going to come out, and they're going to pull the lefty, and they're going to bring a righty into the game. Hey, Antonio, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. Nick, what's up? Nico the Greco, welcome in. All right, guys, I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back. What's up, Nick? All right, I'm back. Thank goodness the Orioles aren't back. He's coming back around. Funny, somebody. Six wheels and flies. A garbage truck. All right, Tyler Kinley's in the game. 4.54 ERA on the season. He's got a 2.41 opponent's batting average. It'll be a righty on righty. It looks like Trump is coming back out. Chadwick Trump's coming back out for the Orioles. First and second for the Birds. Again, not able to get that runner from second base with runner in scoring position from home. They are not doing well tonight with runners in scoring position. 1 for 6. Now here's Chadwick. Let's see what he can do. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Here's a slider for a ball. 1-0. Don't need to do too much here. Let's see what he can do. 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a ball in the dirt on another slider. Ball 2-0. Would love to see Chadwick reach base here and turn this lineup over. Get back to the top of the lineup. Dylan Beavers. Just make contact. Try to get on base somehow. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1. 96 right there down the middle. That might be his best pitch right there. 35 likes. We're 5 away. Good to have everybody in here. All right, 2-1 count on Chadwick Trump. Let's see if he can get the big hit. 2-1. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Left field. It's down. Dive by the left fielder. He gets there. My goodness, what a play by the left fielder. It was a blooper to left. It looked like it was going to get down. And Dubon dove for it and makes the catch. And that's the inning. What a play by the left fielder. He went all out to get it. And he gets there and he robs Chadwick Trump of a 2-run single. And that's your inning. No runs. Couple guys left on. We're heading to the top of the 7th inning. Oh, my goodness. 3-2 Birds. Defense makes all the difference in the world. That is now 3 great plays by Atlanta tonight that have kept them in this game. Well, welcome back, Antonio. Wow, how about that? What a catch by the left fielder. He saved 2 runs right there. That's 2 runs. If that ball falls, it's a 2-run single for Chadwick Trump. Wow. What a play. Credit where it's due. Man. That close. I'm curious if the Orioles will bring Trevor Rogers back out for the 7th inning. I don't know. If it's me, I don't think I bring him back out. You got 6 innings out of him. You gave up 2 runs, 5 hits, no walks, 5 Ks. I think you should be happy with it and go to the bullpen for the last 9 outs. If he comes back out, it's hitter by hitter. I say this all the time, but when we start getting late in games and the starter's still in there, basically it's one of those things where he gets one batter at a time. If he gets the first batter, he can go to the next batter. If he gets the next batter, he can go to the next batter. But the first time he gives up a walk, a hit, or an error, minute one guy reaches, he's out. That's how I see this. Let's see what happens. Excuse me. Oh, Trevor Rogers back out there. Austin Riley, Eli White, Joey Bart. First pitch. Here it comes. There's a called strike on the sinker, 0-1. I thought Atlanta was out. I really did. I thought they were out of challenges. 0-1 pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-1. All right, Rico Garcia is warming in the bullpen. Again, I think Trevor Rogers is basically batter by batter at this point. 1-1 pitch. Inside on a 4-seamer, ball 2, 2-1. This is worrying me. 2-1 pitch. There you go. There's a check swing. He went. Definitely went. He wasn't able to hold up. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate with a sweeper, ball 3. This worries me. See, this is the kind of stuff that worries me. You bring him out for the 7th, and he's in danger. He's thrown 3-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball. Base hit into left field. So a leadoff single by Austin Riley, and just like that, the go-ahead run is going to be stepping to the plate. That's going to do it for Trevor Rogers. They're going to come get him right now. They are absolutely going to come get him. I don't see him pitching to Eli White. Oh, I guess he is. Wow. So no outs, man on first. Here's Eli White. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Fastball inside, ball 1. Now, Trevor Rogers is only at 83 pitches, so it's not because he's tired. He's only at, that was his 83rd pitch he just threw. 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball. Third base. Got it. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. In time! He got the double play. Nice job by Trevor Rogers. He induces the 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, there's 2 outs, nobody on. Great job. Encarnacion was ready. It was hit right to him. He throws a strike to Jackson at first. He throws it right back to first just in time to get the double play. Now there's 2 outs, nobody on. And Trevor Rogers is 1 out away from getting through 7. Let's see if he can do it. And here is Joey Bart. Who's 1 for 2 in the game. He's got a double back in the 3rd. First pitch. Sweeper for a called ball. That was low anyway. Ball 1. 1-0. A 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a sweeper for a swing and a foul. 1-1. 1-1. 24 people in here, 4 likes away from our goal of 40. Please hit that like button as you're coming in, folks. Good to have you here. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 1-2. Man, his changeup. He's gotten a lot of swings and misses tonight on changeups. Out of the hand, it looks like a fastball. But that's the point of a changeup anyway. That's the whole point of a changeup. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got it on a 4-seam fastball at 96. And Trevor Rogers, through 7, is holding on to a 3-2 lead. What a great outing for Trevor Rogers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-2 Birds. Rage on sub, welcome in. I know I'm saying that wrong, but welcome in. Do you think Elias loses his job at the end of the year either way? No, I don't. Rage on, here's what I'll say. If they fall to pieces in August and September and fall out of the race and do not play well and don't make the playoffs, yes, I think he loses his job. If this team finds a way to make the playoffs and get past the first round of the playoffs, he stays. If they make the playoffs and get swept again, he may lose his job. I think David Rubenstein likes this kid. I do. I think Cal likes this kid. I don't know if he'll lose his job. But fan backlash is going to be bad if this team doesn't do anything. There's a lot of people that are already calling for Elias's job. So there may be something that they may not have a choice. They may have to. But we'll see. I don't think either way. If they make the playoffs and they go on a run in the playoffs, no, he's not going anywhere. And I'll be honest with you. I don't think Elias has done as bad a job as all these other people are saying he has. When you look at his draft classes, his drafts have been really good. These guys were all highly touted. He drafted the right people. He traded for Trevor Rogers. He traded for Taylor Ward. You know, where's Grayson Rodriguez? He's got like an 8 ERA and he's not even pitching for the Angels. He traded for Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns was good for us, and then he got out and had Tommy John surgery. Where's Corbin Burns now? You know? I don't know. He traded away Connor Norby. What's Connor Norby doing? He traded away Joey Ortiz. What is he doing? You know, D.L. Hall is okay. Kyle Stowers had a good year last year. He's okay this year. I don't think he's been as bad as people make him out to be. All right, Dylan Beavers' first pitch. There's a called strike on a 4-seam fastball, 0-1. Underperforming, absolutely. Punt lineups, I think the injuries are a big reason why you see some of these lineups that are punt lineups. 0-1 pitch. Outside and high, ball 1, 1-1. You know, when you lose both Adley Rutschman and Samuel Basayo, you get Chadwick Trump and Sam Huff. What are you going to do? 1-1 pitch. Here's a called strike on a changeup, ball 2, 2-1. So, Eliezer Hernandez is in the game. He's throwing a lot of changeup so far to Dylan Beavers. One-two pitch. Ball low. Another changeup. 2-2. Has he? Good. I'm glad, Nick. Because I was looking at his numbers earlier in the season. And he wasn't doing very much for Minnesota. So, I'm glad he's doing better. Not Minnesota. Milwaukee. I'm sorry. Milwaukee. All right. 2-2 pitch on the way to Dylan Beavers. Nope. Oh, yeah. Here we go. At the belt. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. He went fastball that time. Here we go. 2-2 pitch to Dylan Beavers. He's ready. Pitcher's at the belt. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. He got him. Strike 3. So, yeah, I'm looking at Joey Ortiz's numbers on the season. He's batting, where's his numbers on the season? Yeah, he's batting .239, .310 on base percentage. He's got 5 home runs, 28 RBIs. He's got a .662 OPS. I hope he's doing better over the last few games because he's not had a very good season. First pitch to Pete Alonso is a called strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter, out and away. 0-2. Hey, I think we hit our likes. We did hit our likes. Wow, look at that. We hit our goal. Huh. Good job, everybody. Thank you. I'll take that down. We hit our goal. 0-2 pitch on Pete Alonso. Here it comes. Outside on a cutter and low. Ball 1. Well, that's good, Nick. I'm glad. I mean, you know, that was a win for the Orioles. We didn't know what was going to happen. DL Hall, I think, has done pretty well for you guys this year. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Oh, that's a cutter in the dirt. Not even close. Ball 2. All right, Alonso's ready. 2-2 pitch. There's another slider in the dirt and low. Ball 3, 3-2. So Alonso has worked the count back from 0-2 to 3-2. Let's see what he can do here. Gunnar Henderson on deck. Here's pitch. Fly ball, right field. It's going to be playable at the track. Right fielder's under it. He's got it. That's the second out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Birds. Gunnar Henderson coming to the plate. He's had not 1, not 2, but 3 bad at-bats today. A strikeout and 2 weak ground balls. I can't even remember the last time Gunnar Henderson hit a home run. Or even, I mean, he had a good game the other day against Boston. He had 3 doubles, but he is really struggling this year. First pitch, here it is. Fastball high, cutter high, ball 1, 1-0. Yeah, and that's kind of been his MO even when he was with the Orioles, Nick. He has good stuff. He's a good pitcher. He just can't stay healthy. 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive. 1 hopper to the third baseman. Throw to first in plenty of time. And Gunnar Henderson is out. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Birds. Top of the 8th coming up. We got a 3-2 lead. Rico Garcia is coming in the game for the Birds. All right, last time, let's go around Major League Baseball with an out-of-town scoreboard. Let's see what we got. Wow, top of the 10th inning, Cubs take a 2-1 lead over the Pirates. Middle of the 9th, Yankees still with a 1-0 lead over the Phillies. End of 8, Diamondbacks 3-2 over the Nationals. Top of the 8th, Dodgers 2-1 over the Mets. Bottom of the 7th, Rays 6-1 over the Guardians. Top of the 7th, Padres Marlins 2-2. Bottom of the 6th, Red Sox 3-0 over the Blue Jays. Top of the 5th, White Sox 3-0 over the Astros. Bottom of the 4th, Athletics Twins 0-0. Bottom of the 4th, Reds 1-0 over the Cardinals. Top of the 4th, Mariners Rangers 1-1. Angels Giants a little bit later. We have 2 finals. Brewers lose to the Rockies 5-2, so the Rockies win 5-2, and the Tigers beat Kansas City 2-1. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard. Trevor Rogers, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks. That's really good. And 6 Ks. He's lowered his ERA to 4.17. Good outing again by Trevor Rogers. And the pitching has done its job. Starters especially, again. The starters, again, have given us another quality start and have kept us in this game. And the offense has done very little. 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. and just have not done anything offensively tonight. They got the 3 runs, and that's about it. The offense has been such an Achilles heel for the Orioles. And if the offense was doing what it potentially could do, wow, the Orioles could be like rolling right now. But offensively, they just can't get it going. All right, Rico Garcia is in the game. And he's going to pitch to, it looks like a pinch hitter is in the game. Garcia's first pitch, here it comes. Swinging a foul back, 0-1 to Dominic Smith, who is going to be hitting for Jorge Mateo. Dominic Smith is in the game for Jorge Mateo, and he's behind in the count, 0-1. 2.72 ERA for Rico Garcia on the season. 0-1 pitch. There's a changeup for a strike, 0-2. So changeups. Let's see what he does here. Rico does on this guy. Explain what a changeup is for those who may not know. I'm sure most of you do, but I'll explain what it is and the purpose of it. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Nope, there's a curveball in the dirt. Ball 1-2. So the changeup, the whole point of a changeup is out of the hand. It's supposed to look like a fastball. Your arm motion, the arm velocity, and the spin are all the same, and it looks like a fastball out of the hand. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. He got him. Strike 3. Out of the hand, a changeup looks like a fastball. But it's a changeup because it changes speed. It's not coming at the speed of a fastball. It looks like a fastball. It's thrown like a fastball. The rotation is like a fastball, but it's not the same speed. You've changed speeds. That's a changeup. All right, here's Baldwin. First pitch to him is a fastball low. Ball 1-0. For instance, Garcia just threw a 96-mile-an-hour fastball four-seamer. His changeup was at 83. Looks the same, comes out of the hand the same rotation, 13-mile-an-hour difference. Hitters can't pick it up. There's a changeup, swinging a foul, 1-1. And that's smart because you throw a fastball at 96, and then he sees it out of the hand the same way with the second pitch, and he thinks it's a fastball again, so he's gearing up for a fastball, and he swings too early, and he fouls it off. So if you have an effective changeup, you can be very dominant. Rico Garcia, first pitch. Here it comes. Or 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul back, 1-2. For instance, Pedro Martinez, great pitcher. He had a fastball in the upper 90s, 97, 98, 99 miles an hour. But he had an incredible changeup. And that's why Pedro Martinez was so dominant in his career. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. At the track. At the wall. It's gone! Home run for Baldwin. Rico Garcia gives it up. And I'm telling you, folks, that's the difference right there. Big home run for Baldwin. He ties the game. It was a mistake pitch by Rico Garcia. He left one out over the plate, and Baldwin did not miss it. And the Braves had tied this game up 3-3. It really wasn't a terrible pitch. It was low in the zone, but it had a lot of the plate. And Baldwin just served it in the right field. And we're tied 3-3. There's a changeup in the dirt. Ball 1-0. Yeah, I didn't think 3-2 was going to win the game. And as much as I want to blame Rico Garcia, and he gets a lot of it, the offense has had plenty of chances to get runs home with runners in scoring position and have failed again. 1-0 pitch, change up for a strike, 1-1. Atlanta today has had 3 opportunities to get a hit with runners in scoring position. They're 1 for 3. The Orioles have had 7 opportunities with runners in scoring position. They've got 1 hit, 1 for 7. 1-1 pitch, still on a curveball, swinging a miss, strike 2, 1-2. He just went down and got it. I don't think it was a terrible pitch, but it was definitely hittable. He just got too much of the plate. 1-2 pitch. Curveball inside. Just misses it. Ball 2. 2-2. So 8th inning heroics for the Braves to tie this game up. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3 on Ozzie Albies. That was a really terrible, weak swing. And he was not able to catch up with it. And that's 2 down. Fastball just running away from him. Albies switched around to the left side of the plate. And that ball just kept tailing away from him. And he just wasn't able to get a bat on it. All right, here's Matt Olson, who's 1 for 3 in this game. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Fastball in the dirt. Ball 1. Well, I guess it was a changeup. See, it fooled me. That looked like a fastball out of the hand. Changeup. 1-0. That's a ball. And now you got to be careful here with Matt Olson. 26 home runs, 60 RBIs on the season. You've got to be careful right here. This guy can put it out of the park. Here's a curveball for a strike. Oh, he called it a ball. Chadwick Trump is going to challenge it. That was definitely a strike. The umpire called it a ball. We're going to win this challenge. Yeah, that's absolute. The whole thing's inside the zone. And call is to overturn. It is a strike. Instead of a 2-0 count, it's a 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball fouled off. 1-2. Now, that's where Rico Garcia has to keep that fastball. That fastball, it's a four-seamer, low and away, and it's tailing away from left-handed hitters. What he can't do is throw a fastball and it doesn't tail and it stays straight. Because if he does that, he's going to get too much of the plate, and Matt Olson is going to make it 4-3. So he's got to be careful here. If he's going to go fastball or changeup, he's got to do it away from the middle of the plate. Let's see what he does. Here's the pitch. Curveball foul. Going to do it again. It's really all, for pitchers, it always comes down to execution. Look, good pitching always beats good hitting. They just do. That's why, a batter can fail 7 out of 10 times, and he's still considered really, really good. The advantage is always to the pitcher. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball. First baseman. Pete Alonso's got it. He scoops it up, runs to the bag, and tags the bag, and that's the inning. But the damage is done. Atlanta gets back on the board with a solo home run. And just like that, we are tied 3-3 heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. But it really is. It's about execution with pitchers. If you're executing your pitches well, you're going to have a good game. Trevor Rogers, and even the starter for Atlanta will tell you that. But Trevor Rogers just made good pitches all night long. The Orioles, the other pitcher made good pitches, but we also had good opportunities and had bad at-bats. And sometimes that's the pitcher inducing bad at-bats out of the hitter. Don't get me wrong. But, the hitting again is just letting the Orioles down. Trevor Rogers now can't get the win because Rico Garcia coughed up a home run, and the offense can't score runs with runners in scoring position. Just terrible. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Taylor Ward, Colton Cowser, Leody Tavares. Orioles need to find a run right here. The most interesting man in the world drinks Dos Aggies. I love those commercials. I actually do. I think they're a lot of fun. Stay thirsty, my friends. I'm I picked up a couple subscribers today. I appreciate that. Probably not a ton, but we picked up a couple, it looks like. Thank you all very much for subscribing if you have. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Orioles are trying to find a run here. They need to get one across. Taylor Ward, first pitch. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. 0-1. Just, I don't know, gang. Just doesn't feel right. I don't know why. I hate to say it. It just doesn't feel like we're going to get a happy ending tonight. Let's see. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball. Pop up. Foul ground on the third base side. Third baseman's got it. That's the first out. One down. The Baltimore Orioles 2026 offense has got to be one of the most disappointing parts of this team. Colton Cowser stepping to the plate. 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a stolen base. First pitch, here it comes. Foul at the plate, ball 1, 1-0. Oddly enough, the Orioles are 11th in runs scored, which just totally shocks me. They are 11th in runs scored with 475 runs scored. That stuns me. I did not think they were that high. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a called strike on a changeup. So quickly 0-2 on Colton Cowser. He does not challenge it, and it's a good thing he didn't because it was a strike. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2. Orioles are 15th in home runs. The Orioles are 3rd most in strikeouts. 1-2 pitch. Here's a change up. Low, ball 2. Orioles have the 3rd most strikeouts in all of baseball. The Orioles they should be up there in walks. Yeah, they have the 4th most walks and the 3rd most strikeouts in all of Major League Baseball. 2-2 pitch on the way. Off the plate. On a changeup, ball 3, 3-2. So again, to Cowser's credit, he's again tonight. It's another at bat where he was down 0-2, and he's worked the count to 3-2. Here it comes. Called strike 3, but it was low, and Cowser's going to challenge it. It's ball 4. It's definitely low. Cowser challenges called strike 3. It looked like it was low to me. And it is low. It's ball 4. Cowser wins the challenge. And this umpire tonight has been horrendous. He's been challenged like 8 times and lost he's been challenged like 10 times tonight. He's lost like 8 or 9 out of 10. Terrible, terrible game for that umpire. So a 1-out walk. Here comes Leody Taveras. Cowser's got a decent lead. First pitch. Pop up. Third base side. Third baseman's giving it a look. He's got to play. And he makes the catch. And Leody Taveras is a foul out. Oh, my God. First pitch swinging. Two quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here comes Jackson Holliday. 1 for 2 with a single, sac fly, run scored, and an RBI. Boy, could he use an extra base hit here would be great. Because that'll score Cowser. Here he goes. Cowser's going. Throw to second is not in time. Cowser's going to go to third. The ball's in the center field. And Colton Cowser's going to make it over to third. And that's the 2nd stolen base for Cowser today. And now the Orioles have a runner at third. But there's 2 outs. And it was ball 1 to Jackson Holliday. The ball was low. Catcher threw down to second. Cowser stole it. It got by the second baseman into center field, and Cowser got up and ran to third. Now it's up Jackson Holliday. A base hit easily scores the run here. Here comes the pitch. Pop up. Another in foul ground over to the third baseman. He's got it. That's the inning. That's just bad hitting by the Orioles. No runs, no hits. That's just bad, guys. That's just bad. My goodness. Top of the ninth coming up, 3-3 game. All three Orioles players fouled out to the third baseman in foul ground. That's just... Oh, my God. It's all about, everybody's got to have the launch angle. Swing up, launch angle. How about swinging level and making good contact? Guy gets a walk, steals second, goes to third on a ball into center field on a throw in air. And the next guy pops it up. I mean, how do you do that? Anyway, we're heading to the ninth. Oh! Michael Harris, Mauricio Dubon, Austin Riley step into the plate. Pitchers for the Orioles have got to come in and shut the door right now. Got to shut the door right here. Got to do it, man. You got to do it. Come on. Orioles Hall of Fame is coming up, I think, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Isn't the Orioles Hall of Fame tomorrow?
Storm Davis and the late Jim Russo kick off the celebration 1 week from today at the Hall of...
Oh, no, next week. I'm sorry. Next weekend is the Hall of Fame induction. Storm Davis, Chris Davis, and Jim Russo going in. All right, Tyler Wells is out for the Orioles. He's got Michael Harris, Mauricio Dubon, and Austin Riley. It's going to be the 4, 5, 6 hitters for Atlanta. See what he can do. First pitch, here it comes. There's a strike on a cutter, 0-1. I don't like the location of that cutter there. That ball's up and right out over the middle of the plate. Michael Harris can hit. Don't want to keep a ball elevated in the zone right here. Nothing he can elevate. There's a curveball for a strike. 0-2 quickly on Michael Harris. Now, here we are again. We talk about this a lot. It's all about pitch execution when you're ahead in the count. Don't throw a strike. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. There you go. Smart. Change up in the dirt. See if he'll chase. He didn't, and it's a ball. 1-2. But I like that. I like that. See if he'll chase one. He didn't. That's fine. You know what? Do it again, though. Do it again. 1-2. Here it comes. Swinging a foul. Oh! It got the catcher somehow. It must have been off his leg. It's a foul ball off the catcher. Chadwick Trump is in pain. Man. Woo! 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a curveball. He got him. Wow, that was a 12-6 curveball from Tyler Wells right there. Starts right at the middle of the plate and drops right off the table. And Michael Harris could not make any contact, and that's strike 3. 1 down. That was a really good curveball. All right, here's Mauricio Dubon. Made that great catch in left field earlier. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Swinging a foul straight back on a four-seam fastball. 0-1. Orioles got to win this first game. Get the first game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball in the dirt, and he swings at it. Strike 2. 0-2. I guess it was a slider. Man, his movements on his pitches really good tonight. I guess that was a slider. Either way, it's strike 2. And quickly, 0-2. Tyler Wells is at the belt. He's ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul again. $31 people in. Welcome in. 33 people watching. If you're new here, hope you subscribe. Come back for more Orioles baseball. Tyler Wells has got an 0-2 count on Dubon. Here it comes. Oh, that's a curveball in the dirt. Nice take by Dubon right there. He looked like he was about to offer at it, but he didn't. And that's a ball. 1-2. Welcome in, gang. Hope you all hit the like button as you're coming in. Hope you subscribe and come back for more baseball. Got a good one here. 3-3, top of the 9th inning. 1-2 count on Mauricio Dubon. And Chadwick Trump's going to come out and talk to Tyler Wells. They're going to make sure they get this right. All right. The Trump's back behind the plate. And Dubon is ready at the plate. He's in the batter's box. And Tyler Wells is set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Foul ball again. Good to have everybody here tonight. 30 people still in here this late. I appreciate that. Can we see extremes? We might. Sony, we might. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul straight back again. I think the next run wins the game. Sony, personally, I think the next run wins the game. I do. If Atlanta scores here, I don't think the Orioles do anything in the 9th inning, and I think Atlanta wins the game. If Atlanta doesn't score here, I think the Orioles are going to, whoever gets the next run wins the game. 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball. Center field. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder, Cowser, and that's a 1-out hit for Dubon here in the top of the 9th inning. Nice piece of hitting. He kept the at-bat alive, kept fouling pitches off, and then serves one into center field for a 1-out single. That's going to bring Austin Riley to the plate. After Atlanta, the Orioles go to Detroit for 3, and then they got Philly in Baltimore for 3. So the schedule doesn't get any easier. First pitch to Riley. Here's a ground ball to third baseman. Going to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Riley beat it out. Wow, I thought we had a double play at first. But nice play by the third baseman. He did get the lead runner at second. And Jackson Holiday made a strong throw to first, but not in time to get the runner. And the Orioles are not going to challenge it. They'll take the out at second. He just beats it. But it keeps the inning alive. For Eli White, he does keep the inning alive. Is it going to be Eli White or we got a pinch hitter here? Let's see. No, we're going to get a pinch hitter. Mike Yastrzemski is stepping to the plate. Yes, that is Carl Yastrzemski's grandson, I think. Here's Mike Yastrzemski stepping to the plate. He's a lefty. And he's going to be facing Tyler Wells. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 0-1. And that was not a good pitch by Tyler Wells. That ball was up and very hittable, and Yastrzemski just missed it. Nick, how do I like the uniforms tonight? I love them. Absolutely love them. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back. Quickly, 0-2. I love them. If you look at the uniforms and you look at the stadium, the uniforms are based off the stadium. The green is like the green seats. The patch on the side is from the patch of the out on the on Utah Street. I absolutely love them. The hat's okay, but I really love the uniforms. 0-2 pitch called time by the home plate catcher. Catcher calls time. What do you think, Nick? I like them. I like them better than the ones they had last year for the City Connect. I did not like the City Connect last year. The black, I didn't like them. I love these. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's high. Ball 1. 1-2. Yeah, Nick, I like them a lot, man. I really do. I like to be more. I'm getting one. I told Melissa, I said that can be one of my Christmas presents this year. Is get me a City Connect uniform. But I don't want a player on the back. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss! He got him, and that's the inning. Strike 3. No runs. 1 hit, a man left. Bottom of the 9th coming up. We are tied. Orioles got a chance to win it. 1 run will win it. Let's see if they can do it. Here we go. Yeah, I don't want a player on the back of the uniform, though, Nick. I don't. I told her, I said, put my name on the back of it. Do one of those, what are they called? Custom uniforms where you can get your name on it. So, I told Melissa, I said, that can be one of my presents this year. Get me a City Connect uniform and put my name on the back of it. I don't want a player's name because players don't stay long enough. Can't put Adley on the back. Can't put Gunner on the back. I don't know if those guys are going to be around. I don't know where they're going to be. So I'm not doing it. I said, just put my name on it. I know where I'll be. Yeah, run here and the game's over. Encarnacion, Chadwick Trump, Dylan Beavers coming to the plate. 8-9-1. We'll probably see a pinch hitter in the 9th. Well, maybe not. The Orioles got all right-handed hitters. They might not. Huff, Jackson, Mayo, and O'Neill are all on the bench, and they're all right-handers. So they're probably not. I don't know if they'll pinch hit or not. All right, here's Encarnacion. He's ready. The Orioles are ready. We're one. Just need a run. Let's see if we can get it. First pitch to him. Pop up. Left field. In comes the left fielder. It's playable. He's under it. He's got it. 1 down, just like that. So 1 down here in the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th by Encarnacion, and that's going to bring Trump to the plate. Actually, it's not. Kobe Mayo is going to pinch hit for Chadwick Trump. So Mayo's played in 79 games so far this year. 197, 13 home runs, 35 RBI, 668 OPS on the season. And he's going to step to the plate right here. And again, the thing about Mayo is we know the kind of power he has. He has the immense power. But his problem is his discipline. Everything he swings like he's trying to hit a 500-foot home run. First pitch, here it is. Here's a called strike right down the middle. 4-seam fastball right down the middle. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball low and outside. Ball 1. 1-1. I mean, Kobe Mayo is definitely very capable of ending this game with one swing of the bat. He has shown that time and again. He can hit it as far as anybody. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter. 1-2. Again, he's looking for the home run right there. He's swinging through his feet. He almost swung out of his shoes right there. And just like that, he's down in the count 1-2. And it's knowing how to pitch to these guys. And these guys aren't able to adjust back. Cutters, he can't hit cutters away. 1-2 pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 2. 2-2. And that pitch right there by Hernandez, in my opinion, is a setup pitch for this next pitch to Kobe Mayo. He will throw a cutter away and Mayo is going to strike out. Here's the pitch. Oh, it was a cutter away, but it was too far away, and Mayo did not offer at it, so it counts now 3-2. And you want to get Mayo because Dylan Beavers is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Right down the middle. That I have no idea what he's looking at right there. That's you don't even offer at it. He takes a called strike 3. Why are you doing that? I just don't understand it, folks. I don't. Just try to put the bat on the ball. Foul it off and live for the next pitch. All right, here's Dylan Beavers. First pitch to him is a cutter, up and high, ball 1, 1-0. I don't understand that at all. I mean, Mayo just stands there and looks at a called strike 3. Just 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-1. Well, somebody said we were going to go extras. Looks like we're going extras. Unless Dylan Beavers does something special right here. 1-1 pitch. Another changeup. Strike 2. 1-2. I'd throw him another changeup until he can show he can hit it. I'd throw it again. Here's the pitch. Yep, throw him nope, four-seamer outside, ball 2, 2-2. We got a 3-3 game, gang. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2-2 count on Dylan Beavers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Looks like extras are on their way. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base side. We're going to do it again. I think for Hernandez, this will probably be his last hitter. No matter what. If he gets him, he's done anyway. But if he doesn't get him, I think they're going to go to the bullpen and have the next guy pitch to Alonso. Here's the pitch. Foul ball again. This will be the 8th pitch that Dylan Beavers has seen in this sequence. 3-2, here it is. Outside, he walks in. So Dylan Beavers draws the walk. That's going to bring Pete Alonso to the plate. I don't think Hernandez is staying in the game for Alonso. I think they're going to pull him, but let's see. Nope, he's going to stay in the game. The ball in the gap will score Dylan Beavers. He runs well enough. Got the right guy at the plate if you're the Orioles. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul off to the right, 0-1. Alonso's trying to end it with one swing. Got to be honest with you, all you really need right here is just a ball in the gap. An extra base hit in the gap scores Dylan Beavers. A ball down the line might not, but a ball in the gap is definitely going to score Dylan Beavers. Let's see if we can get it here. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field for Pete Alonso. Dylan Beavers is trying to go to third. The throw is not in time. He's going to make it. He was really testing that arm, and he does go to third. And that's first and third for the Orioles with 2 outs. Now, a pass ball, wild pitch to score the run. And here we go again. Gunnar Henderson stepping to the plate in a big moment. Can he do it? What's up, Nick? Welcome in. Can he do it? That's the key. We talked about it all night. Gunnar's had a terrible game. 0 for 4, hasn't looked good at all at the plate. strikeout, and 3 weak ground ball outs by Gunnar Henderson right here. We do not. All we need is a base hit, and the game is over. That's all Gunner's got to do is a base hit. Doesn't have to do too much. Can he get the big hit when we need it most? Big moment right here for the Orioles. Gunnar Henderson, your star players. Look, oh, they're going to walk him. They're going to walk Gunnar. How about that? Lefty on righty. They didn't want to take the chance, so they're walking Gunnar Henderson, so we're not going to see if he can do it. So they're going to walk Gunnar Henderson. They're going to load the bases. Of course, that sets up a force out at any base for Atlanta. That's going to bring Taylor Ward to the plate. Right guy, because he's a contact hitter. Here's pitch. That ball was high. Ball 1 on a cutter. 1-0. And the catcher's challenging at the plate. He's going to lose this one. That's a ball. Yep, it's a ball. No more challenges for Atlanta now. They lose the challenge. They have no more, and it's ball 1 to Taylor Ward. Well, the thing about it is Taylor Ward takes a lot of pitches. He's good at inducing walks. He's usually going to swing at good pitches. He doesn't usually chase. Makes good contact. Let's see if he can get the big hit. 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2. 2-0. He doesn't usually chase. You got it right where you want him now. You got him 2-0. We got a 2-0 count. I'm going to put the audio on for you guys. You won't hear too much of it, but you might hear a little bit of it. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 2-0 count to Taylor Ward. The next run wins. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 3. So now it's a 3-0 count to Taylor Ward. He's going to take the next 2 pitches. If you're Hernandez, all you got to do is groove it because he is not swinging. 3-0 pitch. Here it is. There's a called strike right down the middle. You knew he wasn't swinging. What's up, Amy? Welcome in. Don't tell me what happened, Amy. Of course he's taken. All right, 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on strike 2. Wow. He challenged him right there, and Taylor Ward could not do anything with it. So now we got a 3-2 count. This is it, right here. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, third baseman bobbles it! Throw to first! And plenty of time to get Taylor Ward, who is slow as molasses. The third baseman bobbled it. I thought he was going to beat it out, but he doesn't, and that's the inning. Oh my gosh, nothing doing for the Orioles. Once again, they cannot score with runners in scoring position. Top of the 10th inning coming up. That's horrible. That's just bad hitting. Oh my God. This team is so frustrating. Such a frustrating team. He didn't beat it out. Thanks, Amy. It's just bad. It's 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position for the Orioles today. One of the single worst teams in baseball with runners in scoring position. They got to be. They're just horrendous. God, that's frustrating. Makes me so mad. I'm so mad. You had to count 3-0. It was a 3-0 count. That's just horrible. So frustrating. And now here we go to extra innings. And Atlanta's going to start with a runner on second. And, of course, the Orioles will, too, win the bottom of the 10th. The Orioles will get the same thing. But here we go again. Runner on second for Atlanta. You guys want to bet whether or not they score? They haven't had many chances with runners in scoring position. They're 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position. We're 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. We're batting like 150. They're batting 333. So Andrew Kittredge is in the game. Well, I don't care if they're good or not, Nick. Don't take that the wrong way. We got to win games. And no matter who we play, we got to win games. All right, Kittredge is here. Here's first pitch. That ball is inside and low. Ball 1-0 to Bart. Joey Bart at the plate. Again, runner at second. Nobody out. Each inning, you're going to start with a runner at second. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Ball 2. Slider in the dirt. Ball 2. Nick, you losing to the Rockies, and then if the Orioles lose to the Braves, it's still the same amount of losses. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a slider for a strike. 2-1. Now, the thing about this is, for the Braves, they can't challenge anymore the rest of the way. No challenges. So they're, that could hurt them. The Orioles still have one left. The Braves don't have a challenge left. I don't know why it says 1. Swinging a fly ball of right field. It's going to get down. Yep, it's down for a base hit. Tavares is going to get there. He's going to stop the runner from scoring from second because they thought he was going to get there to catch it. It did drop in. The runner went to third, so it's first and third. Nobody out on the bloop single. Tavares deked him because they thought Tavares was going to get to that ball, but he did not. It falls in for a base hit. So first and third, nobody out for Atlanta here in the top of the 10th. And now they're 2 for 4 runners in scoring position. Here's Jim Jarvis. Oh, that's right. You're right. Ground ball dive by Jackson. Goes to second. He throws it away. He throws it over the head of Gunnar Henderson. The runner's going to score. The other runner goes to third. And that guy who hit the ball, Jim Jarvis, goes to second. The Orioles have totally fallen apart. The Braves take a 4-3 lead. That's absolutely terrible. You're right. They get 1 in extra innings. I forgot, Nick. Thank you. Absolutely horrible. We talked about defense earlier and how well Atlanta stole from the Orioles. And the Orioles just one play into the 10th inning. And look what happens when your defense lets you down. That's just terrible. Still nobody out. Second and third. Here's Baldwin. Kittredge, first pitch, or ball 2. Depends, Michaela. In this case, since the Orioles are the home team, the Orioles will get a chance to hit. Two-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-0. They're just falling apart now. .30 pitch, swing and a miss on the Baldwin on a ball. He was swinging 3-0. Why not? I mean, why not swing 3-0 right there? He swung through his heels on that one, but he missed it. 3-1. Orioles playing the infield in. They can't let another run score. 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 3-2. So Kittredge is back in the count here. That's just bad baseball, man. I said it earlier. This is the problem I see with the Orioles is the inconsistency. And the defense has let them down so much this year. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Got him on the strikeout. Throw to first to tag the bag. So there is one down. Big strikeout for Kittredge right there. And that's one down. The defense of the Baltimore Orioles has let them down so much this year. And tonight's game is a perfect example of the importance of defense. The Braves have had 3 phenomenal plays in the field that have saved runs tonight. All right, here's Albies. First pitch to him is a swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And the Orioles, bad defense has cost them the lead. That's how it works, guys. You have to play well in every facet of the game. 0-1 pitch. Here's a called strike 2 on a sinker. 0-2 to Ozzie Albies. So it would be an absolute miracle if the Orioles get out of this with just the 1 run scored. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Kittredge does come back and he gets that out. And now there's 2 down in the inning. But he still needs 1 more out to get out of this. 2 huge strikeouts right there by Andrew Kittredge on the Braves have kept the Orioles possibly in this game. Matt Olson stepping to the plate. He's 1 for 4. If Kittredge can get out of this right here, man, that's such a huge lift if he can get this right here. He's got to make big pitches, though. Here we go. First pitch to Olson. Here it is. There's a sinker for a called strike, 0-1. Great pitch. Low and away. He's not going to do anything with it. He takes it, and it's a called strike. So 0-1 on Olson. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. Quickly 0-2. Oh, my. So an 0-2 count on Matt Olson. Andrew Kittredge has got to come up with a huge pitch right here. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Oh, good stop by Sam Huff. That was a ball in the dirt. It was a slider inside and low in the dirt. If that gets by him, it's another run. Good stop by Sam Huff. So 1-2 count. Here it is. 1-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball. Right field. At the track. At the wall. It's gone. Home run. Matt Olson. I told you earlier. I said if this guy gets one out over the plate, he can hit it a mile. And he did. And now this game is over, folks. You cannot leave a pitch up like that. A 1-2 count on Matt Olson. And Andrew Kittredge left it right down the middle of the plate. And he hits a 3-run bomb and totally puts this game away. That is absolutely... It's just mind-blowing. And now Alvarez is going to come get him. Why come get him now? That makes no sense to me. Why come get him now? Execution is key, folks. All right, gang. You know what? I'm going to call it. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Melissa and I, we got an early day. This game's over. The Orioles aren't coming back from this. Thank you all for coming in tonight. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you, Mods. Great job. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the chat tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Any Ninja watchers out there, I appreciate you. I'm going to call it. This game's over. The Orioles aren't coming back from this. This is a very disappointing loss. Sorry they lost like this, folks. Looked like they had a shot. And execution's key. And when you don't execute, you don't win. That's why Atlanta is a good team. That's why the Orioles are a bad team. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Hope to see you this weekend, Sunday at Magic Kingdom for Mouse Talk stream. Until then, hope you all have a great night. Take care of yourselves and each other. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a great night, gang. Sorry the Orioles couldn't pull this one out. See you soon.